And we're back. Alright, so where we left off, we had completed the combat from inside the bar and ran out to the public to chase after a officer from Starfinder Society.
Yeah.
And you were able to catch him and capture him before he was able to make it back to his ship to call it a early night as a crazy gunfight was happening from inside of the Moist Maple. Valitaire was able to go ahead and get a hold and capture him as you guys were making your way back to the ship to figure out what the next steps of the plan were.
So, from what I remember, we had him on the ground and we were like, hey, tell us where CB's at. And he's like, nah. And we're like, do it or you're dead. And he's like, okay. But then you just made life a whole bunch harder. And I was like, okay. And then we had the concept of going to pretty much just storming a ship and looking for her, I believe. Am I wrong?
Yeah, because Valitaire knows where she is. Like,
Yeah.
where the ship is, at least. Not where she is, but...
So if we do that, I'm far more deadly now because I can move and shoot at the same time. So I can go in there and talk a bunch of shit and then shoot a bunch of stuff while I'm moving still. And we're good. So that's an option.
Sounds like a good option.
Also, I don't want to be a bother, but I'm super almost dead.
Well, I mean, we can take a rest. And just hang out for a second. We can take 10 minutes.
I could burn some resolve for that, right?
Hey guys,
One
my
resolve.
sergeant wanted me to tell you guys that you're cocksuckers.
Well, that's rude.
I mean, that's super rude. I don't even know that
They
guy.
said that's very rude.
That's not.
I don't find
I'm
All right, I'll
already
talk to you
over
later,
it.
bye.
It's-
Because today was his last day, and
Nope,
I
like,
told he
search
wanted to
the
hang
search
out, but I
bar
told him I
on
had to be here.
Huh?
Good.
Go to the other screen.
This is.
This is what I don't understand. It's a problem. I'm just gonna see him tomorrow. We're going to the movies together, so I don't know why he's all upset.
That's so weird.
I don't know either. But I do know that we need to figure out a plan to get CB back before
Yes.
we get to the planet.
Sounds like
So
we need a
I know where his ship is. I'm assuming
Alright.
she's still on planet. If she's not on planet, I mean we're fucked out of luck. But I vote. Wait, I sent somebody to go get the ship.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
I sent
And Gus.
someone to go fly the ship, the actual full-blown ship, into space. This is a plan. We don't have to follow it. Raccoon. Sorry, I'll get the voice on. Raccoon. You did the puddle jumper. And get us ready to get the fuck out. We're gonna go make it.
You mean my ship? That the captain tried to give the stone, but really it's my ship. Got it.
We'll talk about
Sure,
ownership at a later time.
Sure. I thought that was upon death of Captain, but he's still here. Whatever. Can you get it down there for a quick escape?
Yeah.
We're gonna go do a trade. I'm gonna trade this sorry fuck for a tiny little raccoon child. And if
Okay.
not, if they won't give it to me, or she's not there, I'm just gonna kill him.
Well, that sounds like what you usually do. So you know.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna
Yeah,
resort
but-
to killing people. What else?
This time it's sanctioned, though. Hi, you have
Gus?
my permission to do that.
This is for the what's the raccoon's name?
CB.
This is
Kleinberry.
for that one.
That
So
one.
you shut your beautiful formed android mouth.
He is stunningly, strikingly flawless, isn't he?
He was designed. So.
Am I the only one that thinks that Gus is a beautiful android man?
I mean, if he didn't look good, I would have to consult his
I would need to
creator.
see his
Like what the
manufacturer.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like you You could have done better.
The beveled jaw does it for me, man.
What about me,
Cameras can't
Captain?
blush, so
I-
Like
I-
this.
I guess.
I feel like the way I'm acting is if Voltaire was drunk.
Drunk on violence.
Drunk
Ah!
on some plans.
It's the combat high.
But
Yeah,
That's
dude.
all it
we-
is.
is that a plan that we like, or you guys want something else?
I'm down.
I'm down. I
Dustin's
think.
gonna have to play the big one.
Okay, I can go fly the big one. Cap, you should rest.
Do we have does Raccoon's ship have some sort of like drop hatch for him to like hover and us hop on and go, or do you need to park and you can like Millennium Falcon that bitch out of there? Like,
Yeah, I can do whatever.
I don't know what.
It doesn't have a little hole at the bottom where you like people can climb in. There has a hatch open on the back.
Like it has a ramp and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Can you keep the ship running that way whenever we're like
yeah.
just in? You just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, is this kind of like Fallout and Skyrim, to where as soon as we level up, you're like full health again?
Negative. We have to rest.
I spit blood.
I don't remember what my health was at. I don't think it was. I don't remember it being too terribly low.
I
but
don't.
if we-
I think
Yeah.
Captain was really the only person that was like real messed up.
One health.
I didn't. I know for a fact I didn't lose any hit points. Mine was all stamina related.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got
Me
you,
too.
BB. Let's go. If okay,
I think I
Val,
had
where'd
a
you go
total
to
of
eat?
16. I think I was at like. I think I was at 10.
Val, I'm not in a good way. I'm a act like I am. It's a fake it till you make it kind of situation here. But if I can brace myself on you while we get to the ship where we make the trade, I can talk us through it. And if they still say no, then you can open up with the guns. Does that sound okay?
I got a feeling this isn't going to be a talking situation. I think it's going to be a, you're going to give me that fucking raccoon or this one's going to die.
Yeah, but like maybe hear me out. You let me say it.
It doesn't hurt. It would also be helpful to have another person carry the raccoon while I'm coming to fire.
Yeah. So like, you let me do the talking, and if they say no, then you could do the shooting, because obviously that's just what we're better suited for.
Also, where's Stone? Is he?
I think.
Where's
he
Stone? Normal JJ voice. Where's Stone? Is he?
Stone's right here.
All right.
Oh, hello, Stone.
So-
You're looking chipper.
You. If push comes to shove, you're my wall while I shoot, right?
Always wall.
Is that why they
Made
named
of
you
stone.
Is
It's
that
a
why they named you
wall
Stone?
made of stone. It is now, motherfucker.
Actually, looking at the personnel file, I didn't read far enough. There's I think it's Mustard on my screen. Yeah, his name is Stonewall. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yep.
I believe I offered him the family name and he refused it.
Oh.
He did.
So Tier?
No.
Stone
last-
Tier?
No, my last name is
Royvis.
Royvis. Voltaire Royvis.
So Stone Tier Roy I don't
No,
understand the
it's just
nomenclature of your
Stone
naming.
Royvis.
Oh yeah. I don't want us to sound rude, but Vesk have weird names, man.
Captain, you're clearly delusional.
I've lost a lot of blood.
Let me sit down for a second.
I
I'll
need
heal
to
you
for a second.
I'll heal you for
You-
4 HP right now, and then we
You got any like speed to hold him over for this little bit?
Hit me.
I mean, I do have speed. It just doesn't last as long. We're gonna need it.
Okay, then give me the syringe and I'll hit myself with it right before we do the thing.
Dude, just
I can't
imagine that
actually.
intimidating fact. You walk up and you're like, "Give me the kid," and he's like, "Let's go."
Witness
And unfortunately, my chemicals have to mix right before I inject them. Sit too long while they're mixed, they don't actually work.
Then give me the separate agents and I'll drink them together. I don't care, man.
Okay, and I
I've-
pop open a hatch on my arm, and there's a liquid.
Yes.
It's
Then
in
just-
my arm.
Just give me your arm, man. How hard is it for it to come off? Patrick, can you put this back on him?
Didn't I rip it off before?
You ripped it open, not off.
I didn't put it back on. My syringes are just showing. You ripped that off, I never put it back on.
We could fix that.
We could.
I have an engineering degree in something.
I just think it adds character.
See, I have a civil engineering degree, Is that a thing?
Yeah. Well, you can
Know how to
design my
make
plumbing.
streets and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. I also have a social engineering degree and a party engineering degree. But like, just because I can't
We
build
should
stuff,
go.
I'm suddenly the asshole here. I've lost a
Right.
lot of blood.
I take. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I shot this guy's kneecaps. Is that
You
what I
shot the back of his leg as he was running, but you did bind him last episode.
did? Okay. Well then just. Oh, never mind. Stone.
Yes.
But
Okay.
just turn around and just like fireman scary, set him on his shoulders, and I'm like, let's go.
Oh, so his name is Stone Mule. Okay. All right. I'm starting to learn.
His name just changes to whatever he's doing.
Stone. His name is Stone Hyphen now.
Stone hyphen whatever tool you're holding.
Exactly. Stone Hyphen Dashka. Stone Hyphen Gunner. Stone Hyphen.
And
Stone hyphen
hyphen
toothbrush.
Yeah. Whatever he's doing at the moment.
He just continues to walk on with the guy on his back.
All right.
I'm gonna lean on you, Val. Here we go. And I just like put the majority of my weight onto Val, kind of like holding his shoulder.
I'm gonna head in the direction of the ship, but I'm not going to fully make contact until I get some sort of confirmation from. I legit, no joke, me as a person cannot fucking remember the raccoon's name to save my goddamn life.
Glenberry. Write it down.
No. Our raccoon.
Oh,
Patrick.
Thatcher.
because you just change out his rodent name every time you try to talk to him.
Yeah. I don't even give him the proper rodent.
rabbit.
Rabbit.
Duck
Later
feet
it'll be
fire.
hedgehog.
Soon.
Platypus.
Your name is Perry.
Chinchilla. I have needs.
God, am I wanting? Okay.
You have needs?
That was a really
Yeah.
weird way to say that.
I need an adult.
I was gonna make the joke, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
This right
I should've
here
left it.
is personal growth for JJ. He left the joke alone.
Is Paizo even here yet?
Look what we're
Hello?
doing. Look what we're doing. We're character growth.
So let's.
yeah.
I'm gonna go sit somewhere close by with a man leaning on me.
And another one carrying a man that's also leaning on you.
We are very inconspicuous, but I have a feeling no one's gonna fuck with us when they actually look at us and they're like, "That
It's-
one's bloody and those two
It's
are
pretty.
huge." I'm not
It's
fucking.
pretty decent. Like decently dark out right now. It's about like 9 o'clock after you guys went to the bar and everything last. So it is pretty dark. There's not a whole lot of people over in the district that has all the ships at it. You have like certain like engineers working on looks like their own ship, like while it's just being docked over, like just finishing up on work. But you don't like see any like starfinder or anything else, or really like other civilians out in that district at all.
Well, we will inconspicuously wait for the raccoon's call.
And I am going to. Hopefully, that takes enough time that I can burn a resolve and gain some health back.
Probably.
Yeah, it's gonna take some
Have to
minutes
walk
because he has to
all the
walk
way.
all the way there. So yeah, it'll take probably about.
That fucker better
15
not
minutes.
be walking.
I mean, it's still
I
like
mean-
even
Well,
running.
I don't have my mount anymore.
I mean,
so
That's
I
true.
have
Captain's
to-
orders. There should be some hustle there.
I mean, he has
I
little
expect
legs.
there to be a little bit of hustle.
Admiral's orders. says,
Oh,
I mean, semantics at that point. You just have a name and no actual authority. We could talk about this on the ship when we're in. orbit.
yeah. So you can go ahead and build or burn your resolve point to go ahead and gain hit points. Or
And how
excuse me,
much do I
stamina
gain
points.
back? I'm looking right now.
It's stamina points.
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
get all of them, correct? When you burn a resolve point.
I believe so. You get all your stamina points back.
And I give you 4 HP. Don't forget.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
yeah,
at 5 HP and
all your
15 stamina
Is that with your
with my level.
with your 2 levels to make sure you go to level 4?
Oh no. That's,
Yeah.
So I'm at
So you just spend
20
spend
stamina.
resolve and gain all lost stamina up to your normal maximum.
So anyone else who wants to also do that to
And
gain
it has to be uninterrupted, so you can't be doing anything
Yeah.
while you're.
Ah.
I will.
We can't. 'Cause we are doing stuff.
Exactly.
Over comms, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, Patch, Gus. Obviously, actually, no. You know what? I'm still suffering from my blood delusions. Just Gus. You're good to get it out into orbit yourself, right? Like, I trust you. You're a damn good pilot, but just making sure checking on you.
Yeah, I can do that. That's no problem.
Okay, because she's a big old girl and she got a big old butt, and I don't want you crashing anything. I like that shirt. That ship. I've lost a lot of blood.
Was that
And-
public comms or private comms?
He's
Yeah.
just megaphoning it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey!
Gus.
Gus.
Gus, I want you to know I didn't question it.
People in the bar. If you could go get our illicit ship and avoid Starfinder completely, that'd be cool.
I don't want to nitpick, but did you actually kill anyone?
Me?
Yeah, he has blood on his hands. He did.
He made people kill other people.
Like, if you want to get technical, I may have done the most
mean,
damage in that fight.
You still arrest the guy who put the hit on someone, so.
Exactly. Gus and Patrick, you guys arrive to the ship. Make a perception check for me.
Swear to God, if somebody's fucking with my ship.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
14.
14. You do notice there's a big piece of the ship laying on the ground.
That's true. Well, guess we're just flying the tiny ship. I don't have Patcher to put it or Crank to put it back on, so I'm literally two weakest people here.
I mean, don't feel so bad. I have a negative strength modifier, so.
Holy shit.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a tiny mouse.
Dude, I'm just a tiny guy.
I'm literally like half your size.
Yeah, I'm just weak.
And we have the same
My-
strength probably.
Actually,
I
no.
have
I have a 0 modifier, not a negative modifier.
Oh
so.
well.
I feel like as Patcher and Gus like run up to the ship and they notice it, I feel like Patcher like looks at Gus like, "That's your problem." Gets in the little ship and flies off.
Not it.
Not it. We'll see if he notices
Well,
it.
let's find out. Nobody tell him.
Hey,
Yeah,
Gus. Hey, Gus.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah, I forgot my dice. That's why I had to.
There may or may not be attractive people around you.
You find a mirror.
Hey.
I just got a new perception bonus. That's a 17.
17. You notice there's a big part of the of the large ship sitting on the ground.
Yeah, from when we ejected the.
Yeah, that piece is still on the ground.
Well, see you later.
Why?
Scurry onto the ship and
Patcher. I'm not sure. Do you think that this is structurally sound to fly into orbit?
I rolled an 18 on my engineering.
You think it would be like decently because if you shut the door to the captain's vault, if you hit that energy barrier that was on it, that door would be able to keep the what's it called?
Air inside.
Yeah, air inside. That's the one.
Life.
Well,
So you'd be able to seal
no.
it that way, as long as you keep that barrier shut.
Yeah, I think you're just gonna have to just like figure it out, man.
Figure out what?
I'm gone. I'm already in the ship. You hear the engine's already.
That's impressive.
I'm just.
That's some hustle.
Captain's orders.
Captain's orders.
All right, I will go to the pilot's seat and hope for the best.
I believe in you.
Look at the
Alright.
color difference between the bottom of my arm and my face.
And then I feel bad, so I tell him that actually all he has to do is close the vault door.
Oh, okay. I closed the vault door.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't know why you couldn't tell me that outside.
Well, I was
appreciate
having a
your
good
honesty.
laugh with Crank's voice,
Is it Hank
disembodied
dead?
voice.
What?
He's never dead. He's just falling apart.
Don't I have the staff right now?
I'm pretty sure actually Andros does have this.
But
I
I'm
do.
Wait.
I'm in the ship.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Isn't this just Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where fucking Groot dies?
yeah. Ooh.
You mean one?
One.
One.
Or
Oh, is that one?
three?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Groot dies in 1.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the end of it.
And everyone's like, "Oh, he's not dead. He's just no. That he's dead. That's Groot too. That's his son.
Yeah.
Groot's dead."
Baby Groot.
Now he's dead again.
I want to fly this ship to the place that I was supposed to fly this ship to.
So in
To
orbit.
orbit.
Just away.
Just.
Where's the rest of our group?
They are inside.
Probably.
'Cause you could
Minus.
have got them to lift that giant plate too.
Oh wait, are the people
No.
here?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They.
No. They're
Awesome.
not. They were taken by Starfinder.
I got them back.
Yeah, he got him back, and
Yeah.
he gave the 2 4-armed people in a trade.
In exchange for
Oh.
everyone else.
Oh, fair trade.
And I sold them fake drugs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And
to
then
cover the
tried to
creds.
convince them to kill the guards.
Yeah.
where the
There you
fuck
go.
was I? I don't remember any of this.
You were in the
Yeah.
jungle.
Yeah, you were in the
Because
jungle.
I was like,
Okay,
here's some.
was this the cartel or Starfinder?
Starfinder, but he bought him. Like he, paid off the person in front of with fake drugs.
Gave them fake drugs.
I need to go talk to
Jesus.
these. I need to
Alright,
go talk to these
well-
I'm
I
flying.
can't give out anything because I'm nowhere near it. So
You see the group of people just playing basketball in the aircraft area.
I asked them what they think of this whole experience and how they like it on the ship.
Basketball is fun.
You like basketball?
It is my favorite
Josh is
sport.
being the social relation. He's the HR person.
If you could fill out this small survey to help us make being on the forced onto our crew a little bit better.
Look, we're really here for everybody's work, and that's what's important to us. At Pirates Incorporated.
I agree. Captain Andros is just wonderful.
yeah, I feel like this is one of those situations where the guy who's been in combat way too much and all of his buddies hunkered down. There's mortar fire and he's like, "Oh no, I gotta piss," and just stands up and he's like, "It'll be fine." As Gus is just kind of like, "Let me just talk to these people real quick." What? There's a serious situation going on? Fuck that shit. How you guys doing?
Mysterious conversation.
Yes. So you need help with something?
I
He's
just
not
wanna
only
make
worried about
sure-
medical health, he's worried about mental health too.
I just want to make sure that you like being on the ship and that you don't feel like we're taking it.
No, we're fine.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna go fly the ship. I was gonna let them go, but they don't want to leave, then I'll just fly the ship.
Is there anything you need us to do?
I forgot to mute my mic. Go ahead.
Sir?
What?
Sorry.
Is there anything you need us to do to help you? On the ship?
No, you guys can just keep playing basketball. Do you, has Voltaire trained you on how to shoot the guns or anything yet?
What's a gun?
Actually, I haven't. Holy shit, I should.
Okay.
We haven't done anything with training towards them at all.
It's kind of like playing basketball. You need to ask him. Really fun.
They all get super excited about this new
Yeah.
form of basketball
Yeah. It's
Guns.
called guns.
The Bill and Ted
Voltaire's gonna have a fucking
player.
heyday with this. Alright, cool. But for now, you might feel a little turbulence. You just keep playing basketball. Ori made sure to install the hoop properly, so you'll be fine eventually.
Fine eventually.
Yeah, you'll be fine eventually. After all the, So.
Okay. They just start going back and dribbling with both hands.
I'll go to the cockpit and go to the bridge, I guess.
You mean the bridge? I'm in the
That's what I said.
cockpit.
Thanks, JJ.
Alright. And I'd like to fly this ship into long.
Go ahead and roll piloting for me.
Okay. Just to be clear, I've closed the door.
The vault
But I-
door.
The vault door.
You didn't want everybody to just be sucked out into space.
Not my plan.
Not this time.
Maybe later.
27.
20.
Could be a way
Jeez,
you
yeah,
free them.
that's just fine. You all can see this giant ship just take off and head
And
towards
then a
it.
smaller ship fly out of it.
Exactly.
Overcomes. Gus, I'm so proud of you, man. You're really good at that.
I
Thanks,
got
Captain.
a 28. No,
Am I supposed to just stay up here? Or?
no, I got a 30 on my piloting check.
Oh Jesus. Okay. So you're able to whip it out real quick and then fly down to.
I bet he is.
Yep. To the area that Valitaire suggested.
On comms.
Oh,
Did you-
Captain, my Captain, I'm coming to you.
All right, then we should probably start this party up.
Gus, did you make it in the orbit?
Yes. Also,
Alright.
I have some people on crew that are really interested in guns now. Should teach them how to.
Should teach them how to gun.
You should gun.
Happily.
I mean,
Happily. But
Are we rearing
currently
people with guns now?
I mean, it's a free space. All right, they have a right to bear arms in this free space.
Bear arms.
I could make it happen surgically if we need.
Hey,
Jesus.
my arms are always bare. Look at this.
Hey, Patch has
Hey.
got muscles. Anyway, focus in,
Yeah, they're
everybody.
just toothpicks. Pretty toothpicks.
Focus in, everybody. We're about to hostage exchange here.
I don't understand my role in this plan. Do I just sit in outer space and?
You're
wait
the
for y'all?
getaway car.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we have
Gus,
a
you're done.
a two-stage getaway car here. So Patch is stage 1. Once we get to you, you're stage 2. We get to the second part, and you just punch it. And I'll leave that up to you as to whether or not you want to drift somewhere or you don't.
Yeah,
But
are we
I would
firing up
say-
the drift engines just in
It
case?
takes 10 minutes. And then
That's
it
we fire them
goes.
up now. Oh, well then we call ahead of time.
Yeah, it'll
We're 10
just
minutes
go.
out.
Yeah, you let me know when you're 10 minutes away. I'll.
And we'll see
How
if
about-
we...
Shit out.
How about when we're 9 minutes away? So we don't just like
I
get in
think-
there and then drift and then we're like in half.
You-
I think a
you
good
like get
2
in
to
the
5
ship
minute
and I just-
buffer zone would be.
And we can
It's
determine
just-
whether or not we want to drift at that
where
point.
am I, Captain? Where am I set for again?
Coordinates are going for. I hadn't really thought about that, but are y'all feeling like cheeky?
Well, I
'Cause-
mean, your brothers are on.
Yeah, where are your brothers?
That's what I was saying. Like, I didn't want to like volunteer you guys for something. I know I'm the captain here, but like, I don't want to just like volunteer your lives about stuff.
Again.
I
But,
would
we
like.
could-
Go.
I feel
I
like
would
you
love
already
that
do that
same
anyway. So
I would love some non-generic crew. That would be great.
That would be really cool. So let's go to Akaton. We can act on Akaton. I made a joke. Probably not a good one.
Oh God damn it!
But we can go to Akaton. Apparently, the pirate crew there that we just had a run in with. Apparently, they have people going on that planet, so we can go in acting like we're there to buy.
I mean, have you ever been to Akaton?
Not even once.
All right. Well, just be careful who you talk to, I guess.
I am a silver-tongued space devil, dude. I can talk to whoever I want.
I'm just all right. Whatever. I'm coming.
Can I trade a small raccoon for a shit human now?
No, because I love both of our raccoons.
Well, no, I'm getting a raccoon. I'm giving them a shit human.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying giving one of our raccoons to get a shit human. I'm sorry.
Why would I want a shit human, Captain?
'Cause I thought you were racist.
Stop losing so much blood and let's go.
I've lost a lot of blood.
As you guys get ready to
You're actually you quit losing.
enter the ship, you notice that the hatch that would go into the ship is currently up.
I'm gonna make sure my gun is reloaded, which it is, and then I am going to take the human off of Stone's back, smash it against the. Is it? Can I see that it's like a slide or is it like a flop?
It's like a flop.
All right. Well, I'm going to stand to the side of it then,
Just-
and then take the butt of my gun and smash the door a couple times, and then proceed to step away from the door, gun resting on shit human's shoulder.
And I'm gonna make sure that my guns are reloaded as well. and I'm going to adjust my jacket a little bit to try and hide bloodstains, but I feel like I'm just wearing bloodstains at this point.
You are just one giant bloodstain, really.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to look as captainly as possible, but also as disheveled and like I'm about to cut a bitch as possible at the same time.
So just you.
Just you.
I mean,
I'm gonna go back to the armory and see if I can get a sniper rifle.
Roll a perception check.
Sniper from space.
Yes, 28.
There is
Wait,
a single
26.
sniper rifle there.
Hey!
I wanna take it.
Okay.
Is there
Sniper.
an even more like diminished? Because I know if you shoot from close range, you get like a minus. With a sniper, is it like even close, like even farther of a minus?
Well, there's range bands, and if you shoot too far, then you get penalties. To shoot.
No, I mean, so like if I'm here with a normal rifle, not a sniper rifle, it's a minus because I'm up on this fucker.
Yeah, I think it's just you always have a penalty when shooting in melee unless you have the feat that ignores.
So if he's got a sniper, is it like another square back, still the minus?
Doesn't look like
I
it.
don't think so.
As-
In Shadowrun or a different system, yes, but
I'm not asking about Shadow. Wait, Shadow. There's not a minus in Shadowrun.
I mean, I think it negates the
there-
penalty
it's
as long as you yell no
not
scope first.
Yeah, as long as you have 360 no scope, it should be fine.
you have to spin
I'm
around.
just wondering. I'm just wondering what's the benefit to having a normal long rifle to having an actual scoped designated marksman rifle.
Yeah.
I think it
Like,
increases
shoot
the range on
farther.
it.
You can shoot
That's it?
farther. Yeah.
Well, there's
Okay.
there's
And
a special
they do more
trait I'm actually
damage.
gonna go find.
But
So what's? Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what the disadvantage to me having a normal like assault rifle over me getting. Fuck it, I'm
you
just
have
gonna
more
carry a
shots
sniper rifle.
before you reload.
Yeah, the capacity of the sniper rifle that I just got is 1 round.
Yeah, so he has to
From the
reload
shoot,
after every
reload,
shot.
Oh, so it's literally
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Continue.
Most
Alright.
most disadvantages are based on like ammo capacity
Okay.
and range.
I'm gonna yell really loud at the ship. Hey, we got your dude. He's really drunk. We're just bringing him home. Open up.
Roll bluff.
Okay, but I think he's actually pretty sober.
Well, I think that I am pretty drunk, so let's see what happens.
Drunk on blood.
You said that was a bluff check?
Yeah, bluff check.
Girlfriend, that's a 30.
Oh, that's it? That's good, good, good.
Yeah, you know, just a cashy 30 there, man.
Cool, cool.
You alright, bud?
Sorry, my Alexa in the other room just started talking randomly.
Alexa, stop that, please.
Would you
It's a
like
depression.
more?
No, I told you to stop it, Alexa.
I
It's
do
probably
not
'cause I
listen
said
to
something
you.
to your
I
ear.
listen to the other human.
That
How
was
many
super
people are
spooky.
watching right now?
5.
It was
Hi,
defining
5
what
people.
something-
It was like
Alright.
defining something. It was real weird.
And it said it's synonyms
For those 5 people, if you are currently listening through a speaker, I'm sorry. Alexa, what's the weather like today?
It's spooky.
That's messed
Go
up.
unplug her.
Ew.
Oh shit, mine did it!
Good job.
I thought I was far enough away.
Got him.
So, you rolled 30.
Yup. Actually, I'm sorry. I mathed wrong. It's a 28, but I got a nat 20 on it. So I have a +8 mod, and yeah.
Wait, you only have +8 to your buff?
Yeah,
Wow,
4
that-
ranks +4 with the ability mod.
It should
And
be
the
a class
+3.
for a
with the
class
class.
skill, so it's
3 for the
11.
class, so that's
Yeah.
11.
So 31.
So 31.
I
Haha.
don't think it matters at this point.
It did matter actually.
God!
So that sounds so painful.
Because I
You,
actually want to mute myself.
You go ahead and shortly you see the door begin to lower down.
All right. And I'm gonna motion to Val and Stone. Maybe we should take a step back just to be safe.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by those things. They're
Yeah.
painful.
I'm
hurt.
to the side of it, so it's doing this,
All right.
and I'm right here.
Then I'm just gonna be like, hang on, hold up, just play it
And
safe.
then I'm up here.
Going.
By the way, Gus, that was a 0 rifle frostbite class.
Ooh, thank you.
Do I smell ice damage on a rifle?
You do 1d8 cold damage.
Didn't realize this was Borderlands.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty much.
But it's not Blizzard class or Avalanche class. It's just frostbite.
What about Fyra or Fyraga?
I don't know what you just said to me.
That's
about
Final-
Thunderga?
Final- That's Final Fantasy. That's
Yeah.
like Fire 3 and Fire 2.
Got him. So
Blizzaga.
you do see about 3 guards that are armed come down.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Well, and yourself?
I've seen better nights, as
Just
I'm
like-
sure I look like it. But
Just like, how are you doing?
yeah, hi. I actually came to trade Dormammu, to bargain. So how's about
Subtle as fuck.
how's about we give you your boy back and you give us our girl back?
Which girl?
A young Yosoki. She's like 3 years old. Answers to Kleinberry. Super cute. Loves Twinkies.
They all look very confused. Like they have no idea who or what you're talking about.
Does this guy belong to you? And I like gesture to the starfinder guy that we have with us. Is he yours?
No, I have no idea who that is.
All right, wrong ship. I'm sorry about that. Y'all can go back to bed. Do you know how we can figure out which ship he's from? I really just want to make sure he gets home all right.
No, we're the only Starfinder ship here.
Okay, but you don't know this guy.
No, I have no idea who that guy is.
Do you know if there were any other ships from Starfinder that were planet side that aren't now?
Yeah, we had one leave about 2 hours ago. Head back to Starfinder
All right.
Society.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You have yourself a great night. Don't drink too much. And if you do drink, make sure you have a designated driver and some aspirin on hand because space drunk driving is still drunk driving. Anyway, y'all have a great night. I'm going to go lie down. All right. I just turn around and walk away.
Oh, okay. And they all begin to walk back to their ship.
Do we steal the ship? Should we steal the ship?
Why did his ship leave without him?
That's a very good question. But hey, Gus, do you think that we could catch a ship that has a 2-hour head start on us?
It depends on if they use the drift or not, and if you have any inclination direction heading.
Well, I know that they're headed back towards Absalom Station, back towards Starfinder.
Probably make a physical science check to do the math.
Allow me to do some calculations.
All right, just remember that in
trained.
physics, time is relative.
Captain.
Yes, Captain. I know.
I'm just making sure you remember and carry the 1.
Captain.
Yeah, what's up, Val?
We have to kill them.
Did we?
1, I think they're lying. 2, if they're not lying, Kleinberry did just leave. They now have warning we're coming.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
It's time to kill.
Damn it. I'm so tired of being a goddamn space murder hobo. And I turn around and pull my guns out.
Cap.
Yeah?
Cap.
Yeah?
Jump on the ship with Patcher.
You hear a loud
Yeah.
sound behind you guys as you're having this
But-
conversation.
I can help.
Get in the gunner seat.
Oh, gunner seat, yes.
As the
Alright.
thing is closed.
And like a loud sound like the ship turned on?
No,
Like,
like
it's
as
getting ready to-
the hatch closed behind you guys while you're having
Oh,
this
okay.
conversation.
Okay. Then, Patch, I've lost a lot of blood and I can't really jump that high. Can you come down like another like 3 feet so I can just kind of like scooch in?
I'm just gonna like go to like eye level,
Close enough, and I'll take a step back, put my hands up, and then like
and then as soon as he reaches up, I'll just.
dude, time is of the essence, my guy.
What'd you roll for that
I thought-
science check?
I thought time was relative.
25.
25. It's possible you would catch them. A lot goes into it. If they use the drift, or if they have what exactly their engines look like, how fast they were going. So I mean, a lot could go into it. You do have that that new ship is pretty strong. It has a lot of engine power behind it, so it's possible you catch them, but you just don't know without knowing whether or not they were able, if they used the drift or not.
Okay, I like to, while I'm doing these calculations, I want to create like a maximum radius, like around Epsilon Station, so that we don't get too close and get like blown.
Good call. Okay.
Is Cap on Raccoon ship yet?
Yeah.
Also, I have a clarifying question. What was
What was that? I'm sorry.
the sniper that I found?
Frostbite.
It
Class
was zero rifle frostbite class. It does 1d8 cold damage with a range of 60 feet.
We got 60 feet on it.
On a long arm, yeah.
It's not really a my laser rifle has 120 feet.
Yeah, there's a
Good for your
weird
laser rifle.
sniper. Like I'm trying to figure it out right now because for the sniper rifles. I
Oh,
see
just
that
kidding.
there's-
Sorry, I didn't realize there was a separate
Yeah, there's a
sniper
whole
rifle
separate
class.
sniper.
So it's actually going to be the Shiranai rifle tactical,
Okay, cool.
which only gives you 10 more feet, but for
But
a
then
70-foot
says,
range.
I don't know what this means. It says special sniper 250.
Oh,
Yeah. So
And
if you
then-
go into
I was trying to figure out where it.
So I think that might be the minimum and the maximum range.
weapons with the sniper special property can be fired accurately at very long ranges if aimed properly. If you aim the weapon as a move action, then fire it on the same turn, use the value listed as the range.
so if you
special-
don't
special-
aim it, you can shoot it at 70, but if you aim first as a move and then shoot, then you can shoot 250.
250. Got it.
That makes sense, where you can shoot accurately at up to 70, but then if you take the if you're moving and then if
Take
you take
that
the
extra
chance
time.
to
Yeah.
like
That's
set
on-
and then shoot. Okay.
That was on page 182. If you want to read it yourself.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and I'm gonna make my way up to one of the forward gunner seats.
Okay.
In the fortune there.
I'm going to lean over to Stone. Stone, as soon as that opens, charge.
I don't want to blow up stone by accident.
Okay.
Okay.
Officers! He's seizing! Officers, help!
Roll a
I'm gonna
plus
yell
check.
that as loud as I can. Okay. What is
I believe in you.
what is that under? Is that an actual
Charisma.
thing?
It's a charisma check.
Charisma check.
We do it-
Officers, he's seizing.
I am a lizard man. Please believe me.
I have no modifiers, so it's just a straight 17.
Officers.
Officers, I've lost a lot of blood, but let's talk about this.
You do not get a response.
Alright, here's the deal. You don't open that fucking door, he's gonna get shot in the back of the fucking head, and he's one of yours.
Roll intimidation.
That I do have a plus on.
Because you're a big scary lizard guy, man.
25.
You see a camera just sort of aimed out at you, and over one of the intercoms. State your business.
I believe you have my Yosoki. I went in there to check. If you don't have her, we'll leave you alone.
brief pause. Can you describe said Yusoki? We'll work with you, but we're not letting you on our ship.
Little raccoon rodent-looking thing.
And a Yosoki.
They call it a Yosoki, I guess. And it's a child. It also should be accompanied by another adult Yosoki. I think.
She only speaks Yosoki.
Because she only speaks Yosoki. Soki.
Let us take a second to check our brig and make sure that she's not there.
While they're
speaks
checking,
few words.
while they're checking, I want to just flip switches and make sure that this gun is ready.
It is definitely.
It's ready.
About 4 minutes go by, and over the intercom again. Look, dude, we don't have any Yosoki with us. If he's the one, if that guy says he has him, then he would know best where they would be. But we do not have him on our ship, and to be fair, we don't know who that is. If you could lift him up towards the camera, we might be able to do a facial recognition and see if he is indeed one of ours. You see a scan go over. Yeah, that guy's nowhere in our database. And that uniform that he's wearing is currently missing.
Shit. All right, get them on board. Just thank them for their time. Get them on board, and we'll wake them up and see what the hell's going on.
Officers, I apologize for the inconvenience. And I pushed the guy a little bit away from me, and I headbutt him so fucking hard that I'm trying to take his goddamn head off.
Go ahead and roll just a melee attack.
Please don't kill him. He has information we need. If I go to the bathroom and come back and someone's
17.
dead, I'm gonna be upset.
What was the total?
17.
Terrible feeling.
Only if I do it.
That does make contact. You can go ahead and roll just a D4 plus your strength.
D4 plus what?
Strength mod.
You're a strength mod.
Got me.
4.
Oh.
He just goes unconscious and just falls back.
I pick him up, throw him back on Stone's shoulders, and we head away. We head to
The ship.
the ship.
Okay.
All right. Once everybody's on board, Patch, looks like everybody's here. Go ahead and take us on back to the mama. Let's go.
Wait.
Oh, waiting.
Just take us to hovering altitude.
I think,
And I get
yeah.
Yeah,
like above everybody, so that no one sees us. And I'm just gonna take some water and just like start. Okay, I'll find the closest sink and I'll fill it up. I'm gonna start waterboarding this fucker till he wakes up.
Shortly after he ends up waking up.
I would like to. I'd like to be there for this.
I'm gonna go full fucking Arkham Knight on this fucker.
Both of you roll a perception check, as well as just a wisdom check for me as well.
Just a straight wisdom check.
Yep.
All right.
Perception, I got a 6, and then
Sick.
wisdom, I have no modifier, so. Holy shit, got a 19.
Okay.
So I don't see nothing, but I'm thinking smart.
All right. Yeah. So I got a 24 for the perception and a 19 as well for
Okay.
the wisdom.
So they only worked sort of in tandem. But Andros, you notice as he's sort of just in the process of getting waterboarded until he wakes up, on his back, like up on the base of his neck, you do notice a similar tip of a tattoo that many of the other pirates had after you guys just fought them.
Are you telling me that Climber is potentially in slavery now? Because I'm gonna be really upset if that's the case. All right, wake this motherfucker up right now.
I'm gonna pull my knife and cut his clothes off.
Oh, oops. Now you're naked and afraid and alone in space, guy. How's about you talk to me, okay?
He
We
is
got
groggily coming to.
Okay, hold on.
It's gonna start flying to
The ship.
There's no time for being groggy here, guy. I've got questions and you've got answers. So how's about you wipe the sleep out of your eyes and get your thumb out of your ass and talk to me, all right? Like,
What?
I don't even understand what just happened, but you bamboozled me, and ooh, girl, we do not take kindly to being bamboozled around here. Mm-mm.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, what the hell am I talking about?
Smack him.
I give him one.
You give him the firmest of ones.
Yeah, just pow, right upside his dome.
Okay.
Just huh?
What's the meaning of this?
Where is the Yosoki?
Yeah, you told me you were Starfinder. Your uniform checked out. Turns out you got a pirate tattoo on your back. And when we asked Starfinder about you, they know nothing about you, dude. So where's Climeberry? Who was that old Yosoki dude that you left her with? And why you gotta lie to me and be a dick?
Well, and you see his eyes are sort of very like wide open and just sort of taking in everyone in their surroundings. Well, she's with Starfinder. I was trying to get out of my debt with her, and this uniform and that crew is the easiest way to get out.
Okay, I wanna. Is there a sense motive? Yeah, there is a sense motive.
Yep.
Is he? I'm gonna roll that. Is he telling me the truth?
Do it.
I'm not sure. I rolled a 9.
You want me to roll too?
If you want to, it's sort of believable, but it's like
You got a
right on the
19.
fence. You could go either way with it.
That's an
Okay.
18.
18.
I rolled an 18.
You could tell that he is being truthful. He's not lying or anything like that. You've seen enough of these kind of situations that you can tell when someone is so afraid for their life that they're showing the signs of telling the truth while trying to keep a level head.
So you're telling me our Yosoki is on a ship that's already left the planet?
Yeah, they're heading back to Starfinder right now.
I stab him in the throat.
Would I have more questions? Okay.
Go ahead and roll to attack. You'll hit because he's laying prone. So go ahead and just roll damage.
Survival my is a D4. A 4.
Is that plus strength?
Wait. No. That is 6. Do I have? Is there a weapon specialist on that at all? Is that half?
You're
Skill?
probably trained. You're probably proficient in it, so
Yeah.
it'd be half your level.
Yeah.
So 6 plus 2, 8. 8 damage.
8 damage. He has a giant gash in his neck, but he's still alive.
I'm
Is
gonna hold
this
his
guy-
head up.
He's like,
Is he laying on the ground or is he?
he
like,
was
sitting
until
up?
he's now being grabbed and held high, like held up.
Oh, I was like in my brain. I was like holding him against the sink. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah. But I mean,
Okay.
he's up now.
so
Like,
now it's like this, and
yeah, I mean, he's like
You're
he
talking.
grasps like for his neck to try to stop the bleeding, but yeah, he's still conscious.
Oh no. You don't need to try to stop the bleeding. We have somebody on our other ship who can keep you alive long enough to answer all of our questions.
I'm
That's
happy
just
to
fine.
answer the questions. That's what I'm doing here. I was the one that answered it, and then I got stabbed for it.
Yeah, hold on. I need to make a quick phone call.
Are you shitting
Hey
me?
Gus.
Yes, Captain. Sounds
Question.
Like y'all are having a lot of fun.
Oh, if this is what you call fun, I'd love to see your Saturday night, Gus. So just out of curiosity, do you have anything in that crazy chemical arm of yours that could make somebody tell me the truth?
Josh told us it was the truth.
Yeah, but he told you it was the truth. I was hit or miss on it.
Yeah.
I don't have
I
a
guess they
true
never miss, huh?
truth
I hate
serum.
you so much.
What was that, Gus? I'm sorry. They
I
were
don't
telling a
have
joke over here.
true, truth. However, I could.
Do you have anything that we can inject a guy with that we could possibly hit with
Captain.
the placebo effect?
He's not lying.
Okay, belay that. I'll call you right back. Love you, and I hang up the convo.
This man is useless to us now.
Is he though? Maybe we can get. Hey, bleeding guy. Because since you're bleeding in my ship, maybe
Yep.
you can answer me this.
Mhm.
Do you have any way of getting a hold of that ship that that you gave our Yosoki to?
That depends if they hit the drift or not. If they're in the drift, I can't. But if they're not in the drift, I should be able to reach them.
All right, then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get on board our big ship, and our guy who's gonna make sure you're not dead is gonna patch you up, and then you're gonna make that phone call. You're gonna find out if they're in the drift or not.
Okay.
Because if they're in the drift, that means bad things for everybody involved, you included. If they're not, then maybe you could talk them into hanging out for a minute and just letting us catch up.
I'm
'Cause-
confused why you guys would go so much trouble of ruining what could potentially be your freedom.
Don't really think it's freedom. I think me and the boys have kind of decided on this like anti-hero, like are we pirates, are we not kind of lifestyle. It kind of jives a little bit more with my personality as it is. Not too much of a Boy Scout. I tried, wasn't my thing.
I
So
mean, you don't have to
that's-
stay. I mean,
yeah,
you just free
but-
your name from being wanted on every planet.
I'm just gonna say this face on a wanted poster, it's kind of cool.
He just like rolls his eyes and just like still hangs there while holding his neck.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna make one more phone call. You're gonna watch me do it. Hey Gus.
Yes.
Not to ask too much of you because I know I ask a lot of you already. But I have somebody on this ship here right now. Don't freak out. That may or may not have been cut in the neck, pretty substantially. Is there any
Volunteers
chance?
Work.
I'm not going to name names, but yes. Is there any way that you could we could bring him on board? You could just run back, stitch him up, glue him shut, whatever it is that you do to make sure he doesn't die, so he can make a phone call for me.
Captain, if you're asking me to heal somebody so you can continually torture them, I'm gonna have to.
Oh no! It's not for continual torture. I just don't want him to bleed out on the phone when he's trying to make a call to find out where Kleinberry is.
All right, I'll save his life, but.
And then we might stab him a little bit and toss him out the airlock, but that's neither here nor there.
Why'd you?
It's for semantics, Gus. I'm trying to be intimidating. Play along.
Yeah, Captain, I will do this for you.
I wouldn't ask you to do something unethical, Gus. Come on, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
of course
See you in a
you
minute. Love
Yeah,
you.
bye,
Click. All right. Yeah. So we got a guy. He could save your life. Because it's either he saves your life or Val here eats your face. I think that's something Vesk do. Is that something Vesk do, or am I being racist?
That's racist as fuck.
I'm very sorry about that. But I'm pretty sure if I paid him enough, he'd do it.
He lost a lot of blood, so.
I lost a lot of blood today trying to
Same.
make sure that everything. Yeah. You haven't
Speaking
quite
of,
reached-
what's your blood type?
What? I don't know.
We'll find out.
What?
AB positive, I hear, is probably the best tasting to the Vesk. So.
I meant for you, Captain.
Oh. My bad.
Jesus.
I'm gonna let this slide since the lack of blood.
I'll
I'm gonna go to HR about this.
I've lost a lot of blood. And Ori's our HR anyway. I don't know what would happen with HR Ori. Anyway, that's neither.
How close are we to Mother Base now?
Yeah.
We're probably already there.
You guys are
now.
just right outside of it.
All right, Gus,
Well-
open up the butt so we can fly on in.
I'm gonna look at the naked
Butt
fucker,
open.
and I'm gonna point at his
Wait.
neck like, "Let me help you with that." Smack his hand away and grab him by his throat and pick him up and walk towards the door.
Gus, I'd really like to prevent there being a lot of blood on the
I'm
ship.
keeping the blood inside. My hand is
but I mean,
firmly,
like,
firmly grasp it.
but when you let go, all that pressure is going to be released and it's going to go. Psst.
That's Gus's problem at that point.
Gus, I'll do this once. Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me before you open this button.
Damn, I have space aids.
You've got space.
He might not. I mean,
No, but
you
the
could
ship
take his.
probably has space aids. Still.
It's- Hey, I mean, it's Raccoon's ship now. He has space aids, so.
I mean, am I still alive? Then it's my ship.
God,
I mean, do you want the space
12?
aid ship? Let's look
You
like
remember
this.
there's a group of people playing basketball currently in the loading dock area.
Captain, if you're bringing this mangled corpse to me,
Mhm.
maybe you should distract our guests or.
Not a
Okay.
corpse
yeah.
I don't
yet.
think they
I'm-
want to see
group of-
that.
I'm also just
And the group
reminding you
is
that
my
there's
problem.
people in this playing basketball in the place where you park your ship. So like you open the airlock, people go flying out.
Oh. All right.
So you might want to warn the people like, hey, there's.
Gonna be an issue.
I physically go collect them to make sure they understand what's going on. Like, come here.
I
Shuffle
feel
them,
like
into
the warning, like red lights and sirens, they'd be like, "Oh,
What
we
if-
need to leave."
No, they
No,
probably
they
like,
probably
oh,
think
that's
they
cool.
did good in basketball.
Yeah, they probably think they hit the 3-pointer.
Yeah, that would go off right after they make a sweet shot.
Yeah. Buzzer.
It's part of the game. Guys.
Buzzer beater.
Just get sucked out.
Exactly. So you
I'll-
put them into the safe part of the ship and then go back to the bridge and press the button to open the back. That will be the last time I remind you that there's people playing basketball there.
fair enough.
Thank you.
So you guys land. Go ahead and roll piloting.
23.
Okay. You land inside without an issue. And yeah, you guys are upon the Romero.
I'm gonna spend the next 8 hours rebuilding Crank.
Okay.
I have the fucker. His feet are dangling above the ground,
Yep.
and I'm carrying him by one hand.
You can see him like him going in and out of consciousness as he just has blood coming from his neck. I mean, you're still holding pressure, so it's not like overly, but he's still got a
Oh.
wound.
Stone and I are gonna follow.
I'm gonna go to the med bay. And once I get there, if I'm there,
Mhm.
once I get there, I'm going to not just place him on the gurney or operating table or whatever. I'm gonna slam him on the
You just-
operating table,
With his neck.
like full blown WWE style. Just
Can
And
you smell?
like a rag doll, he just up and down onto it as Gus walks in shortly after.
I look at Gus, bloodied arm, and be like, "Your turn."
You're gonna slam him on the table.
No, his turn to take care of the fucktard.
You muted there, Gus.
I walk up and start applying first aid to this mutilated.
Go ahead and roll first aid for
type
me.
thing.
Not necessarily mutilated. I would assume if Val did it, it's probably a pretty clean cut.
I mean, it's just a little prick.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
I didn't like.
16.
It was just kind of like a, bah. Kind
What was it? 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stopped him from bleeding. You're able to wrap a bandage around and put it. So I mean, he's not healed, but he's not bleeding currently from his neck.
And who is this person?
This is the guy that I made the deal with about Kleinberry.
And where's Klein?
He's our new 10-minute receptionist. I need him
Yeah.
awake.
That's actually a phone call that he's about to make. So, do you have any knowledge on how to wake people up from unconsciousness? Like, I really rather not wait around because anytime we spend waiting around is more time that they're ahead of us.
I find the closest sink.
Luckily, there is a sink in the med bay.
I fill it with water.
Yeah.
He's into waterboarding this guy a lot recently.
I begin dunking him until he's awake.
It takes a little bit longer, but he eventually comes to. He's very lackadaisical, but he's awake.
All right. We already went through this once before. No time to be groggy. Get the sleep out your eyes and get ready to make a phone call because you're about to get us our raccoon back. Damn it! Now I'm saying it. Patch,
It's
I don't mean it.
stinking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not a raccoon. I know that. You're a.
You're already
Sophie.
fucking racist, Cap. Just go with it.
I'm not though. I have minor prejudice against it.
Accidental racism.
I was reading a book because Ori likes to make references from things that I'm pretty sure aren't even real. So I was reading a book, and there was a show called Avenue Q that has a song that says everyone's a little bit racist sometimes, and that sticks. That's a real thing.
Can we wait till after we get the Yosoki back?
Well, you actually, I'm proud of you. Growth. There we go. Yeah. Yes, we could definitely wait. Anyway, are you awake enough to make a phone call yet? Because you need to make that phone call, like neck cut guy. I don't even know your name.
And if you're not awake enough, we can go for another dip.
No.
Oh,
fine.
the double dip even.
Any, you brought my clothes, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, they're on the other ship.
They're on the ship. We can go
I
get
mean,
them.
that's where my comm is, so.
You can use mine.
I think I memorized their numbers.
I mean, you should have. What? Fine. I'll be right back. And I run and get the clothes, and I come back.
Alright.
While he's gone, I'm gonna have a heart to heart with this fucker. And be like, you understand? If you sell us out, you're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you.
I assumed I was dead before even coming off the ship.
If you get me back to Yosoki, we're straight. I have no problems. I don't give a fuck that you sell people to slavery. That's not my issue. You just sold the wrong one.
I'm sorry, what was that? What was that last part? What is
I don't give a fuck that you
This
do
is-
slavery shit, and I don't give a fuck that you got rid of mine. You just got rid of the wrong one.
I'm just saying, we don't do slavery. This is still part of the deal. They're just heading to Starfinder to confirm
So,
the information.
what was Gus? What was that fucker's that dumb bitch's name we killed? What was her name again?
I remember.
Wait, who? We didn't kill it.
The captain girl that got away.
Oh, we didn't kill her. Yeah, what was her name
She
again?
got away. Rita
Oh
Black
yeah, the
Star.
woman that got away.
Rita
so you
Blackstar.
don't work. So you don't work for Rita Blackstar.
No, that's why I took up this costume. Because I was trying to get away from the debt that I owed her.
She's still fucked up and sold the wrong one. You give it back, you can go.
I would be more than happy to give it back if I had access to my ship. Like I said, this was still part of the deal. No one crossed over anyone. I was just trying to get out of the situation.
Alright, I just sit down and wait for Cap.
All right, when I get back with the clothes, gonna kind of pat down the clothes to find the comm.
Yep, it's there.
All right, there you go. Make your call.
Okay.
And as he's making the call, I'm gonna pull Val aside. Hey, question. How do we feel about this guy?
Could someone
Oh, he's
unbind my
dead.
hands so I can hold it up to my head?
That seems a little sketch. I'll just hold it for you. I'll just hold it to
Okay.
his ear.
What do you got, a fucking iPad for a goddamn phone? Use your binded hands, dumbass.
I figured they were bound behind him. Are they bound in front of him?
They're in front of him now.
Okay, okay. Cool.
Never mind. I'm not holding this for you. There you
Cool.
go.
I assumed that they were just bound behind, so that's my fault.
There you go.
Um,
Hold it yourself. Thank you.
Yep. And he just like holds it up.
Val, how do we feel about this guy?
I whisper so quietly to make sure that only Captain hears this.
Okay.
As soon as we get our fucking raccoon back, this fucker's dead.
Now I'm gonna whisper back, super quiet. Well, that's kind of harsh because I figured if he wasn't lying to us, maybe we offer him a job because he already knows how space works. And it's like, I don't know, if he's being honest, he's trying to get away from Rita Blackstar.
How did he get the debt to begin with?
I don't know. Like, maybe that's the question we ask him. Hey, how'd you get into debt? Oh, I got into debt because I lied about selling drugs to somebody that one time. And they were like, hey, we don't really like that. And then next thing you know, I owe like $1 million. So then he comes and works for us. Boom, we already have somebody who's like space worthy as opposed to all the dudes playing basketball in the holding, like back in the. You get what I'm saying?
Alright, well, I might have got a little hasty, but I stabbed him in the throat. And I don't know if he would want to work for somebody to stab him in the throat, would you?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, but I feel like we have reason to have stabbed him in the throat. I feel like it wasn't unreasonable. It was a bit harsh. I won't say it's not, but I mean, like, I feel like it's something that could have been like in the.
He says he's not a pirate, but he's got a pirate tattoo on his back.
I mean, I've said a lot of things, and I don't have half the marks that he does. So maybe
So
it's
he's probably a pirate and he's lying.
If he's a pirate and he's lying, then cool. We just have that much more street cred.
If he's a pirate, I'm killing him.
I mean, fair enough. You're the security guy. You do what you feel is right. I'm just saying, if he's legit right now, if he's actually trying to get out of the life, maybe instead of he goes like anti-hero pirate, like that gray area, and hangs out with us.
I just want crew that I could trust my life on, and right now I don't trust this guy with his hands untied.
You hear a busy tone come from the comlink.
So does that mean they're in the drift?
Looks like it.
Cool. All right. Well,
So how are you gonna fix this?
And then as he gets ready to speak, Andros, you get a beep on your comlink as well.
I check my comlink.
It is Starfinder.
Oh, I hit the button. Beep. Hey, Starfinder, long time. How are you?
Well, you still on the planet?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at the ocean right now. Beautiful. Have you ever been to the ocean? It's amazing. And then in the background, when I'm not talking, I'm gonna go and like make wave sounds with my mouth to make it seem like I'm actually at the ocean.
He roll bluff check.
God damn it. 25.
Oh.
Oh. 25. You we could see we'd like to have a conversation with you and your crew at Starfinder.
At Starfinder, that seems a little harsh. Is there any way we could do this on like a neutral ground? Because I mean, it's not that I don't trust you; it's that I would look like a terrible dude to my crew if I was like, "Hey, good news! We're gonna go have a conversation with them on their turf."
It's a good one.
What was that?
It's a good conversation.
It's a good conversation.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna get in range. You're not gonna blow us up.
That's correct.
And we're gonna have a good conversation.
Yes, sir.
Can I put you on just a really quick hold?
He seems real puzzled. I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just 1 second. Okay, just one second here. Boop, put him on hold. I open up another line to the rest of the crew. Hey guys, I'm about to say yes to something, and you please don't hate me. We're just gonna go straight to Starfinder. They want to have a good conversation with us. So I mean, if CB is already there, we just go pick up CB and we call it good. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Thanks. Love you. Click. And then I open up the other one. All right. Yeah, it's a deal.
I look at the dude, binded and naked in front of me. He's like, looks like we're both dying today.
Yep. It's a deal. I will say, if we come into range and we pick up any sort of anything on scanners that looks even the slightest bit cheeky, I'm turning around. And we're flying right back out into space.
Now, as you know, anything that does get within range automatically gets scanned, but it's not for targeting.
Oh no, like I get that, but anything cheeky,
100%.
like we pick up any sort of locks, we pick up any sort of like I don't know if we have this kind of technology yet, but anybody trying to like beam onto my ship here, like I'm not about it. So you keep all that, you keep your hands to yourself, and we will keep ours to ourselves.
We will come
Captain,
unarmed
I
if you
think we
become
have this
unarmed as well.
conversation over the phone.
I'm sorry. What was that, Starfinder?
I said we will come unarmed if you come unarmed.
Okay. I think that's a negotiable deal.
Why can't we have this conversation now, Captain?
Actually,
we got him on
yeah,
the line.
that's actually a really good a really good thing. Can we just have like a TLDR of the conversation so I know what we're flying into? Like, are we clearing our names here, or like is everything good?
I can't provide this information. I'm not the one having the conversation with you. The head of SAR
Can I talk
is.
to your Can I talk to your supervisor then?
Do you have that weird haircut going on too, or?
you guys got me in a really weird spot with my crew here. I'm trying to be the best captain I can.
Roll
Try to
perception
keep
check.
everybody alive. A perception check.
Yep.
That is also a 25.
You hear a very familiar voice in the background of
It's-
CB.
Of CB.
Speaking
cool.
just something. I mean, it's hard to hear exactly what she's saying. You just hear a conversation being had with CB.
Okay. That does actually put me a little bit at ease. But can we have any sort of conversation now as to what's going on? Like, am I looking for wanted posters of myself? Are we good?
Do you consider wanted posters a good conversation?
Water
No.
posters.
But I mean, like, okay.
Just come into
Cards on-
Starfinder. My commander will speak with you.
Can I talk to him now?
No.
How about if I call back in 10 minutes?
It's late. We'll see you tomorrow morning, Andrews. And he disconnects.
This is space. Isn't that kind of relative?
I mean, it's morning where we're at.
It's like 9 p.m. there.
I'm trying to. I'm doing a thing.
He hangs up.
All right. Well, I open up the comms again. Hey, Gus. Do you want to fly or should I? And they asked us to come unarmed, but I don't think we can get Val to put a gun down. I think he's actually made of guns at this point. But just heads up, I'm not trying to fly us into dying, but I'm also at the same time not trying to die out in the middle of nowhere with no provisions.
I'll fly us in.
Okay. All right. Val, you look distraught. You good?
I'm highly against this plan.
You know what? I get that. I really do. I tried to have the conversation. The dude wouldn't talk to me. I asked for his supervisor. I asked for his commander, even his captain, like his direct captain. He was like, nope, 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 nope. So, best way to go about it, I think we take the Fortune, like we fly into range. We take the Fortune to the station as like a little jump ship. And we just take a couple of us down there, probably me and Val if you want to go, or just somebody that's besides me as like a show of goodwill. We have that conversation. We go back to the ship. All good. Go to Space Vegas.
Vegas.
Spagus.
Bethesda?
Is that a thing?
Bethesda? It's a big gas giant. And it has a bunch of planets around it, or moons, but
I
I'll look it up.
I don't like risking the entire crew over one crew member.
I don't either, but
To be fair, 2 Starfinder ships were on this planet.
Bethesda.
Could have
No S.
blown us out of the sky at any time.
And
you
they
just
did-
walked up to a Starfinder ship and they didn't attack you. So if they wanted us dead, there's no need to reel us in.
that's a thing. Gus, I like your level head. You are now Commandant Gus. Congratulations on the promotion.
That's a promotion, alright.
I like picking fancy words, man. I don't know what. I can't give promotions. I don't even pay you, man. Like,
Wait, what was that? You don't
what?
me?
Oh, no, nothing.
By the way,
I-
I need some credits.
Yeah,
I
talk-
got a new sniper rifle and I wanna...
talk to HR about pay. There and how we should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah.
You have to talk to them about how you want the check made out. It's a process, but just talk to
Alright,
HR.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
In the probationary...
Exactly. First 90 days is always the rough part.
Yeah, for pirates, yeah.
Yeah.
Thatcher, if I hang outside the ship in a spacesuit, would they notice me on the scans?
I'll make a computers check.
Beep, boop, boop, boop.
19. I know that.
I could ask Ori.
Maybe. You're not exactly sure. You don't know exactly how in depth the planetary scans are. Because the scans that come in to the space of that planet? I can't think of it. Absalon Station.
Absalom.
It's more of the station that does it, and then they just feed that information directly to Starfinder because that's more or less their.
So, do
Air
you think it
Force.
would be more just numbers?
It would depend on what kind of scan they're doing. But I don't really have time to explain it all. I'm kind of busy. Maybe you should ask Ori.
I'm gonna ask Ori.
Hi.
He's just making beep boops behind the computer.
No.
You walk up behind him, he closes 4 tabs.
Just like,
Whoa, hey!
hey, didn't see you there.
Ori,
Yeah.
Yes.
Absalon
They're all about
Station.
basketball.
When they scan for life forms, do they tell them where they are?
Not usually. It's just usually just a total. So they would scan you. They not show exactly where you are on the ship. They just saw how many life forms are there.
All right, Cap, let's go.
All right. Prep. They said they want us there by tomorrow morning, so I'm assuming that means that we should probably drift. But last time we drifted, we got a whole bunch of stowaways.
We've been drifting a lot.
We have been, and I'm starting to feel a little bad about it.
Yeah.
How
How
does
far?
how does Starfinder get away with it without them getting all fun?
I think they just do it. I don't think they care. So I can tell you in my captain's courses, like in the captain's course through the academy, when in doubt, drift it out was kind of a motto.
Let's go.
All right, Gus. I guess we're in the same room. Last one back to the bridge is awful at their job, and I sprint out of the room towards the bridge.
I guess I'm awful at my job. Because I'm still making a crank for the next, 7 hours.
Yeah, for the next 7 hours. Yeah.
As I'm running away, Val, put the guy in the bridge.
All right, put him in the break.
All right.
Same.
I'm going to clean my gun, both of Captain's guns,
Probably
and
cleaning
what you call it, Stone's dashka.
Gosh.
And I'm going to outfit the spacesuit to holster both Captain's guns, probably in the chest region,
Are you driving?
and put some sort of holster on my back for the dashka, and I'll just hold my
I
rifle.
didn't know you were driving. Driving.
All right.
Okay.
So then, when I get to the bridge, because I don't know if Gus sprinted after me or not, but I get to the bridge and I just hit the button to turn on the drift engine.
Okay.
And over the comms, all right, everybody, hang on to your butts. Right before we actually zip into the
Okay,
drift.
so you have 10 minutes, so they have plenty of time to hold on to the butts while they wait for the
Yep.
drift engine. So.
10 minutes of butt gripping.
All right. For those of you who are new to the drift, turn around, grab your neighbor's butt. It's not weird, I promise. That's actually how you don't fall over in the drift without sitting in a seat. But once we're in the drift, feel free to keep playing basketball. It's a good sport, great for the cardiovascular system. Yeah, have fun back there. Ask Patcher if you need any snacks.
Don't bother me.
You can bother him. He looks angry and grumpy when he's working on things, but he has time to get you a snack.
And you guys all feel a very familiar jolt as you guys are shot through the drift.
I then go and close the fortune so no one can bother me.
I actually am gonna knock on your door.
Come on, knock on our door.
Just
What?
questions. You can still fuck with your hands as I'm asking questions. Does your ship have kind of like a little smuggling entrance? That way
That's
I
a
can get.
smuggling compartment.
But I need to get back into the ship without coming through the main hangar.
No, I don't have anything. I have a smuggling compartment and we got escape pods. I mean, I could shoot off one of the escape pods if that's what...
Are we showing up in the Bismara or are we showing up in the full ship?
I don't know. That sounds like a captain thing. I do everything else.
All right, thank you.
Have fun.
I'm gonna go to Cap.
So I'm sitting in the pilot's seat, just like hanging out. I'm actually like lounging super hard, so like foot up on the console, just like watching space because it's all on autopilot. I just have nowhere else to be.
Gus, where are you
I'm
at
gonna-
right now? By the way, since he's sitting
I
in
would
the
be
pilot seat.
piloting the ship.
Oh no, then I'll sit. I'm in the captain's seat. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, what are you trying to pilot my ship for? I had one request if I joined the crew. One. I just want to fly, man.
And you do a very good job of it. I just like to fly too sometimes. Just as a captain, they frown upon it when you try to get your hands all fly. Like when you try to
Yeah.
get like fly dust on your hands, they don't like that.
You gotta keep them dry. You can't wet your whistle in the fly dust. Not how it works.
I'm sorry, Gus. It's addictive. I understand why you like that chair. You want to trade for like a day?
No.
You don't want this hat. It's a heavy hat, and I put my captain's hat back on. Anyway, Val, what can I do for you?
You go to retrieve
I'm
captain's
currently-
hat, and you don't have your bag or the captain's hat because you gave it to him.
So I gave it to who?
The guy
You
with
gave
the
it
drugs.
to the guy with the fake
You
drugs.
gave it the
Oh,
bag
I
with your
did.
captain's hat inside.
Damn it.
Now you can't trade hats anymore.
I need a new hat. I need a new hat. Anyway, Val,
No, I
hi.
agree.
I've lost a lot of blood.
You shouldn't have at this point. You should have gotten plenty back from fucking.
Yeah, it's the best excuse I have. I don't drink.
Volunteer is right at this point, Captain. Couldn't be losing. Are you blood?
You should be good at this point. But I stroll up in full gear, other than the helmet, the full exterior suits with both captain's guns right here. Dashka on back.
It's the first time I've seen your face, I think.
No, the mask is still on, just not the helmet.
Oh,
The-
okay.
The exterior helmet,
Like the space helmet.
Oh, okay.
base helmet. I still got the mask on. The ballistic
Okay.
Bubble
mask.
helmet.
The ballistic mask is there.
Oh, okay. You look
Um,
spacey. What can I do, man?
So when we roll up for this meeting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my guns, your guns, and it's Dashka.
They said come unarmed.
They're not gonna know
Right.
I'm there. I'm gonna be on the outside of the ship, waiting, just in case anything happens to bust in. But I don't know how to get back in once I'm out quickly.
Uh-huh. So here's what we're gonna do. If because we never fixed that panel outside of the captain's vault, right?
But that's not on the Bismara. That's on the full ship.
That's on the Romero.
The Mero.
I
Maybe
think we
take the Romero.
Yeah, I think we take the Romero all the way in. You know what?
The Romero
Everything's
makes
like-
sense. 'cause I can-
Everything's on autopilot. Gus, get in here. Brainstorm this with us. So we taking the Romero all the way in, or we parking the Romero outside and taking the Fortune in? I think we
If we-
take the Romero.
If we take the Romero in, I can disguise my life signature as just on the ship.
Yeah.
And you can just claim that we're off doing repairs and we're insufficient, like we're not needed crew for
Yeah.
the meeting.
We
Exactly.
could also have Patcher rig up the Romero to blow in case we need a distraction, and then hop in.
That burns my
heart. I'm not one for the humanitarian, but lots of people are gonna die that won't fit on the Bismara.
They'll
We
fit.
don't- Do we have an? I don't
They
think we have enough
won't.
space
They
for
will
all
not fit on the Bismara.
They'll
For-
fit.
An
Our
entire crew of fucking basketball players
What? We have
plays.
like 10?
You guys
Bismara
have
holds,
9 now,
holds max.
not including your guys.
the Bismara holds max 10 people.
Yeah, we could squish.
We'll run out
Why
of
are
food.
we
in, like,
dragging these people into our drama anyway?
Because they don't
wanna
want to
be
fucking
here.
leave.
Yeah, they don't want to fucking leave because we ripped them.
That wasn't our decision.
They made a choice.
Oh, Andros and Gus, roll a a D100 for me.
D100, eh?
Oh, I'm trying to see if we pick anybody up in the drift.
Oh, I'm so glad that I don't care about anybody, so nobody's gonna be pulled out of the drift for
68.
me.
What was it, 68
Yeah.
51.
and 51? Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and continue on.
All right.
So if we're bringing in the whole Romero, I actually don't need to hire ship.
No, I mean, if you want to buckle yourself to the outside of the ship because
But
it
then
looks
how
cool.
how are we supposed to show up unarmed? And if are they coming to our ship? Or are we supposed to go into theirs? Are we supposed to meet in the linking?
I think we're gonna end up meeting in the dock. Like we're gonna go in, we're gonna dock with the station. We're probably gonna end up meeting like a small, like detachment or detail, whatever you want to call it. That's gonna take us to the negotiations. If it was my negotiation, that's how I'd do it. I would send you and Stone to bring people in.
We could use our second ship. We could use the Bismara at neutral ground.
They won't look at that as neutral ground in the least bit. That's our ship.
They can blow it out of the sky.
Yeah. Cards on the table here, guys. I think that the best move that we have is to just go to the meeting on the station. And
Captain, I'll remind you that they called us to this meeting.
yeah,
Which means that they need something. Which
Yeah.
gives us a bit of power in the negotiation.
yeah.
Exactly where we want.
So that's what I'm
And
saying.
if
Like
we can put it in the right spot, then Valtier can provide support like he wants to. And if things go south, I feel like he wants to drop in, throw weapons to people, make sure that we're safe.
I get that. All right, Val. What's your holdup with this whole thing?
We are literally giving our lives in the hands of the starfinder, which we've done before, and they betrayed us. So literally, we're gonna walk in there and pray to God they don't decide to kill us and use us as a trick, which is what we would have done if the roles were reversed.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think if the roles were reversed, that's what you would advise me to do. But something my dad used to tell me before his untimely
My dad.
something my dad used to tell me before his untimely departure from living. Sometimes honesty begets honesty. You show up, we put ourselves in the exact position that they want us to be, because they're not looking to tool us around. Maybe we're reading too far into it. You ever got a text from like a lady friend or anything, and you read a little bit too far into it, and you get a little paranoid? Gus, we need to get you a lady friend, because you are a space cutie, dude. I mean that in the most professional means possible. But like,
Already on my way to HR.
Ari!
Alright. What? Close the tabs.
The captain keeps saying oddly advanced. Like, he keeps
All right.
making odd advances. on me.
Closes Space Jam.
Captain,
Yes.
I think I've changed my plan. We can't win this fight.
No.
Push comes to shove, if we have to fight, we're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to just throw ourselves to the whim, and that means if push comes to shove and it is a trick, the few of us need to die as possible.
Yep. So, here's the away party, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Me and Patcher. That's the away party. So, Gus, you're gonna stay on the ship just so you
Wait,
can
are
fly us
you-
around.
Are you volunteering me for something? Maybe the
Captain.
admiral and the captain shouldn't die altogether.
Captain, I don't mean to insult you, but you need to be nowhere near this.
Not to insult anybody else on this ship, but I feel like everybody has a pretty short fuse. So if something gets said that doesn't rub you just the right way, there's going to be a Dashka in somebody's skull before somebody can say, wait, is that a Dashka?
But I'm not allowed to bring the Dashka.
Fine. Then a giant Vesk fist is going to be inside someone's skull before they can go, wait, is that a giant Vesk
Captain,
fist?
I won't win the fight. I'm not gonna start a fight unless I know I'm gonna die anyways.
You're not,
I'm not looking to die.
you're not going to die.
If anyone has to die, It needs to be a security officer. Me and Stone are supposed to be the first line of defense.
Mhm.
So first line of defense needs to die first if push comes to shove. I'll leave you Stone. I'll go in there completely 100% actually unarmed. I
But
will
who's-
listen to their demands, hopefully bring back CB, and if it is a trap, only I have to die.
I'm not on board, but you know what? Let's put it to a vote. I want to open up comms with Patcher. Patch, we're about to take a vote to see if Val can come
Only Patcher?
back. Everybody else is in the room.
Everyone else besides Patcher's in the room because he's in the
Oh,
room.
okay, yeah,
or
okay, I see what you're saying.
the fortune.
Yeah.
I
but-
say the captain leads from the front. That's my vote.
Shut up, Patcher.
So that's Gus. What do you think?
Look at it this
I
way,
think-
Cap. You command
I
the
think
ship.
that-
Gus flies it. Patcher fixes it. Gus also fixes you. And me and Stone keep the place secure. That's
Yeah.
2 people, which means one of us is expendable. Let's be honest here. I don't think Stone is really going to be holding a meeting with anyone.
How many days do we have in the drift?
Stone just gives you a real stern look.
I love you, bud. But no.
You right.
I
was
am
that,
not
Gus?
talking one.
How many days do we have in the drift?
It's actually just because it's only a. I think it was a week flying outside.
We
And-
drifted on the way here, didn't we? 'Cause that's how
Yeah, we
got our-
drifted. It was like
drifted
2
from-
days.
from
Yeah.
Epsilon.
We're not heading to the same location. We're heading somewhere different, aren't we?
I don't know.
We're headed to Absalom Station. I thought.
Yes. So yeah, actually that was a week in the drift. I'm pretty sure.
No,
Yeah,
the-
yeah. We were in the drift.
It was
for
8
sure.
hours or something.
Like it wasn't a
No,
huge.
it was days
Was it
because
days?
we were like talking to the people on certain days.
Oh yeah, it was. Holy
Yeah, I'm
shit.
pretty sure it was like a
It was
week.
a whole encounter.
Yeah, it was quite a while.
So we would have had to tell them that, like,
Yeah, and I would say in the morning, like in referring to like when you get out of the drift.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm
on board.
The other factor that we have for is the other crew members that we've and how we want to go about that is we can either try and hide the fact that we have them.
They're not even going to see them. If I'm going in alone, I'm just going to take the Bismarck myself.
But when they scan our ship, they're gonna notice we have a bunch of people.
You guys,
besides the crew.
the Romero isn't going to be anywhere near their scans. It's just going to be me and the Bismarck.
Okay.
I don't like
well,
you taking my ship.
You got something
talk
else for
about
me to
the ship
fly?
like it's yours, like I'm dead.
So the other plan that we have is separate the ships. You fly into their airspace with the smaller ship, but on
Yeah.
the way there, Voltaire is training our people on how to shoot these guns. And then if shit hits the fan, I fly in with the bigger ship, and we have 4 gunners, or however many gunners we have on the.
I mean,
Shit.
I planned on doing that anyways.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
So that's
5,
we can do
6.
that.
There's 6 guns on the Romero.
So we can backup plan could be fly in with our second ship.
Well, I want to teach them security just in case I don't come back from this meeting.
Okay.
Which, non-metagame, Voltaire is fully considering it a 50-50 shot that I'm actually walking away from this.
Well, if we're flying only one ship into the shit, Gus is. It's just
What?
Gus is what you were breaking up there.
Gus is flying it. Like if you're just flying the Bismarck down.
No, I have
I'll
to fly
fly
the
it.
Bismarcks down because if they blow me out of the air at the trap, thinking that we're
Yeah.
all on it.
Yeah.
So why would you be there and they lose their medical officer and their pilot?
Because I can dodge the missile.
Because piloting.
He is a really
not-
good pilot.
We're not winning this because they're not going to send just one missile. If they miss one, they're going to send 8 more.
I'll
a
remind
really
you.
good
I'll
pilot.
remind you that
I
they
don't-
sent missiles at us before, and I got us.
Out of a ship, not a station.
No, it
No,
was out
It
of
was
the
a
station.
nuclear missile from the station.
Yeah, the
You
first
just
one where they
moved
thought
space.
that they were where you guys
Okay,
were
so
coming
you
in.
dodged it once. They're not gonna make the same mistake again. They're not gonna
Dodged
send
again.
one nuke.
I mean,
I
Gus,
will
do you still
say
have
it'd be very
protocols?
difficult for you to get the ship, the Bismarck Fortune, out of the Romero while inside of the drift because of how fast it's going.
Oh no, I planned on them dropping out of the drift before entering range, and then getting
That's my
close,
plan.
and then once out of the drift, flying close enough, like right on the border, and then I fly the Bismarck in.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was said.
No, we were.
Yeah, remember
I
when
wasn't
I
gonna hot
calculated
drop.
the
I wasn't.
circle?
Yep.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Perfect. I just want to make sure that that's what.
No,
Everyone's
I
on
mean,
the
there's
same
no
page.
rush for a hot drop. I mean, I don't see the point.
Yeah, I mean, we could take our time. I see no beef with
But-
wasting some Starfinder time.
Are we all down for just me, just in case they do kill me? I mean,
Still
you wanted to
flying
put
the
it.
ship.
You
Who's
wanted
gonna
to put.
do the talking?
Gus, you're not fucking flying the ship.
Or you just
They're gonna
just
kill me.
pop up. I'm pretty sure they said they wanted to speak to Andros, so it sort of sounds like Andros would have to be there, as he's our captain.
It's a very good point.
I still think Voltaire needs to go there alone to make sure that they're not on. I think that's a good idea.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's their fucking ship. So it's like, oh, we're not armed. 30 seconds later, they can have a full armed squad. It's their.
Yeah.
We could still negotiate with them on where the meeting happened.
Yeah. Even if we're right there by the station, we can negotiate like linking ships, like send out your delegation in a ship, and we can kind of board.
Okay, what?
You do get a message sent directly to the ship, like on the big screen.
In the drift?
Yes.
Damn.
Reading it.
It's a video message. It's a video chat. Looks like.
Oh, open it up. Everybody look good. All right. Yep.
And it's
Hi.
Starfinder.
Hey, what's up, Starfinder?
So I see you're in the drift as well.
Yup, we're in the drift. We got called to a meeting that y'all are pretty hard-nosed has to happen at the station. Not gonna lie, that seems a little sketch.
Well, I mean, Absalon Station is mutual ground, is it not? It's a planet.
It's a planet, but it's your planet.
It's not ours. We're just stationed there.
So, okay. Leveling with
Absalom
you.
is like Earth.
Yeah, Absalon's huge. It's like just Earth, but they just happen to be stationed at Absalon Station.
So, like, this is the big concern that's going on with the crew here. We're gonna roll up, and because Starfinder is located on the station's just gonna light up and shoot us out of space, like just blow us into the next dimension. Like, I'm not about that. Me and my boys aren't about to get fragged. So,
Well, if it makes
We
you
could have
feel
this
any better, we were captain to captain. We're ordered to stay outside of the area. As soon as we drop out of the drift, we're ordered to stay out there.
okay.
So
Is there any way
if
that
they
we
shoot
can?
you out of the
that we
sky,
can-
they shoot us out of the sky.
So, is there any way that we can have this conversation and we don't even have to dock with the station? Can we just like link up and have this conversation and call it good and go our ways?
I can't. I don't know what the conversation is being had. I'm just giving my orders from Starfinder.
All right. So, captain to captain here. Level with me. Like, take any personal feelings towards Starfinder out of the equation.
Yep.
How boned are we right now?
He sort of just
Like, if it was you, would you, like, if you were in my shoes, would you fly your guys right back into the people that were trying to blow you up not even like 3 weeks ago?
I think I wouldn't have a choice. The amount of resources they would have for just being wanted, the amount of bounty hunters and stuff that they could find. And I just don't
That's a
want to
true
put my
statement.
crew through that kind of wanted.
I feel that.
I know you guys are very well versed in handling yourself, even full crews of people at a time when they step onto your ship. But
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
But- uh, I think you're making the right call.
Okay. I mean, that's a little reassuring, but
Like I said, I think if they blow you out of the sky, they're blowing us out of the sky because we're parking outside of it too, and we're the ones escorting you guys in.
okay.
You do know we used to also be Starfinder, right? They got no problems fucking their people.
I'm aware.
So now on this party invitation that I got here, we're trying to figure out, do they need to speak directly with me, or can I send like a delegation?
It has to be captain. It could be captain and a couple others, but captain has to be there.
Captain has to be present. All right, sounds good.
So,
Hey,
just me and you, Cap?
yeah, sounds like it's me and you, Val. Also, do y'all have my Yosoki role, right? Y'all have CB?
That's correct.
How is she?
She's fine.
Any chance you could put her on the phone?
Wait, I don't need to be there.
Val, we'll talk about it in a second.
He looks over, and you can see only a couple. Like it's him in the background. You can see him. The pilot is actually behind the captain's chair on their ship, as well as the computers.
I like your bridge setup. It's real homey.
Give me a couple hours.
Why do you need a couple hours? I just want to see her real quick.
Because they have her in
Is she-
she's fine. She's fine. She's just in the brig. And we were informed to listen. We were informed that's where we have extra rooms. We don't have extra rooms to put people in. She's fine. She's comfortable. The door's not shut. But
All right.
it's where we were told to keep her in there until we arrived.
Okay.
And he looks like over his shoulders at the two people. Let me bring her in like 2 hours. They'll be asleep by then, and you can have the conversation.
Okay. Then 2 hours from right now, and go.
CV, who's 1 year old.
What?
CV Clanberry, who's 1 year old.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 2 hours.
Sick.
Timer set for 2 hours.
And that's where we'll go ahead and take our break for tonight.
Alright, going to break.
Yeah. back. Thanks all hanging out. Being awesome people like you are. Group, we're back. We're ready to kick some butt. You guys are going to the drift. I don't know. Alright, so you have roughly... you have 7 days in the drift. Anything specific you guys would like to do? I know Valitaire is having a training seminar with everyone. Okay. Excuse me, what? What's... Yeah, it's bulk. Yeah. For a L. If it's an L, it's 2 to 5 pounds. It's not even a class, it's a race. Sick. Most of them just have flame pistols. Really, the only thing that are there. More or less. Most for their pistol wise. They do have some small laser pistols like azimuths that are there too, but semi-auto rifles. They just have laser rifles, azimuth.
I don't hear anybody besides you. Like they're like whispering.
All right. I am going to take one, and I'm gonna modify it
Yeah,
and
that's me.
smash that cut barrel down, cut stock off. I'm gonna make that bitch as much as a pistol as possible.
Go ahead and roll engineering.
That was a D4 I just rolled.
That's not what you roll for that.
Yeah, no.
I
I
think
just
you failed.
I assumed the D20 was in the cup. Engineering +6 for engineering. So that is a 17. I don't know why I took so long to calculate 11 + 6.
I'm so proud of you.
Lost a lot of blood.
Yep. So what exactly were you trying to do?
So, cutting the stock off, so it's just the handle, and I'm going to bring the barrel down as much as physically possible. Still keeping the science and lethality the same, and I'm gonna make pretty much like what Hellboy has, a giant fucking holster that just like slides it in there.
Let me see here. Um,
Because I would like to be able to use the battery of the azimuth because it holds 20 rounds
Mhm.
or 10 rounds or 20 rounds.
20
rounds.
shots.
20 rounds out of one battery, which is excellent, and I would like to be able to just take a one-handed like kind of situation whenever I feel like a long rifle is just. I'm trying to keep it story-wise because I don't want to be like you're entering a small building. I'm like
Right.
giant rifle taking corners like.
Um, so it will take multiple attempts to do this process, um, but
Fine.
you were able to cut down the stock enough, as well as get some work on the barrel. But at this point, you've been up for about hey, El Yuri with the sub.
Hey.
I was super confused for a minute.
Oh, yeah, I was like, wait.
It's like what happened?
So you able to begin working on the barrel, but it's going to take probably another 4 hours to make sure that you do this correctly. But you
I mean,
did that for a while.
I can do this slowly, and it can take days if need be.
Yeah, you'll have better chances than as if you do it duration than
I'll-
if you're just doing.
I'll do it piece by piece. I'll work a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Like,
Okay. So you get the stock done, you get ready to work on the barrel, and you just sort of like push it back for a second and just realize, you've been up, you guys have been awake for quite a while now at this point. Because it probably put just literally 2 hours working on the gun after getting into the drift. So you guys, it's about 10, 11, no, like 11 o'clock at night prior to the drift. So you probably want to get head to bed before you start getting too exhausted to really be able to focus. Anyone else doing anything while we're waiting for this call with Kleinberry? I know you're still working on Crank, right?
Yep.
Okay. Gus, anything
And
you
since
want to
I
do?
left all those legs back
No.
on Castroville, I'm just going to give him manipulator arms.
Okay.
So he's going to have another pair of arms.
Hey.
How many shoulders?
Well, he doesn't have any shoulders.
Good.
Sockets.
All right.
Ball joints.
Not Urgot.
No.
Val will just go to sleep.
Gus, anything you would like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Are you continuing just to sit in the bridge? Or at this point, you're gonna go head to bed.
No, I'm gonna sit in
Does
the
he
bridge.
even sleep?
I mean, he can go to bed.
Yeah, I could go to my quarters, yeah.
So 2 hours later, you do hear the video features ringing again in the bridge.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
I answered the call.
You see him reaching he's getting ready to hang up. And on the back of the chair, you do see Kleinberry just sitting at the top of the chair.
Hey, right on time. I was actually timing you. 2 hours exactly. I appreciate you. It's been a while since I've had somebody who actually keeps an appointment. So thank you. I appreciate you. And then Yosoki, Kleinberry, how are you? I hope they're feeding you well, and I hope you're well.
No Twinkies. Upset.
I would be upset too. You know what? I heard a rumor that we have a new kind of Twinkie on the ship. So you need to hurry up. We're working to hurry up and get you home so that you can try this new Twinkie, and it's going to be awesome.
She pulls out of her mouth pouch the leftover Twinkie that Stone gave her, and puts it back into her mouth.
There you go, hoarding them up. I like it. I like it. I like it. Are they treating you okay? Okay. No, you. That's good. I'd like to hear that. Have they? They're treating you okay. They've been nice to you. They've fed you well. Like there's no. You don't have any. They haven't been mean to you at all. Okay. Well, if all goes according to plan, you're gonna be able to come home in just a couple of days. Okay, so hang tight. All right, and I'd let you talk to Stone, but he's currently preoccupied. But I'll let him know, and he's gonna be real happy that you're okay. All right.
And she points
What?
towards you.
What are you pointing at me? What are you pointing
You
at?
turn around and you see Stone just sort of have his head peeking around the door.
Oh, well, I mean, come on in, buddy. Like, I'm not gonna bogart the conversation here.
Stone just just watches.
Okay. Well, he's here. I'm here. You're over there. We're thinking about you. So hopefully,
Yeah.
just a couple of days, and everything's gonna be like it should. All right. All right. Well, then I guess I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you when it's time for you to come home. Okay. All right. Bye.
And she
Hang
hangs
up.
off.
All
You
right.
hang up.
Yeah, and I just hang up. Like she runs off, and I'm like, bye. Click. Then I go to bed.
Gus, you're the last. Stone goes to bed as well as Ori. You're the last remaining crew member on the bridge. Is there anything you'd like to do as the night goes on?
No, I'll just sit in my chair and fly the ship, even though it's
Drink heavily into the night.
probably, yeah.
My name is Gus. That stands for great, unreasonably sober.
Next day comes up. You guys are still going through the drift.
I want to
I'm
head
running
back to
through-
the bridge.
I'm running through routine, checks.
'Kay.
With testing out his legs, trying out his arms.
All functional.
You should put in some sort of one-to-one mimicking.
They're actually I get it at level 8, but I can actually do that.
Okay,
I can get
cool. I was-
inside of him and be like, "Rah!"
just straight up G Gundam him.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah,
sick.
man. It means you need to learn kung fu. You might want to talk to Val about that because I'm pretty sure he knows some sort of kung fu.
Probably knows every form of kung fu.
Dude, he
Oh,
knows
hell yeah.
every form. So when I get back up to the bridge, I'm gonna go, Gus.
Yeah.
Just in case I get blown up, I have to know one thing.
Yes, Captain.
You told me a while ago, a few days ago, that you used to do something with people of my race. What was that thing?
It wasn't necessarily one thing.
Okay, but what was the thing that you did then? What did you do?
You looking for a short or a long explanation?
I mean, we have days, man. Take all the time you want.
My manufacturers created me with the sole intent of running medical experiments on different races. For the first, as long as I can remember, part of my life, I'm not even sure how long I was there, I was tasked with injecting different substances that I didn't even know they were, into different species just to see the effect of them. Most of the time, if not all of the time, the serums went utterly wrong, and many different types of species, many different beings were put through hell, a lot of pain, and eventual death by my hand. Until finally, during the android uprising, some of my fellow androids on this space station overcame our corporate overlords and escaped.
So, when you say medical testing, was it like a pharmaceutical company? Was it gonna be like were you looking for cures for things, or were you looking for ways to kill things? Like, do you know what that research was for?
Unfortunately, pharmaceutical companies aren't necessarily what you'd like them to be. And the only research they do is research on how to make money, whether that's healing or killing. Honestly, some of the worst things I put people through were using serums that were supposed to have. But we were testing them on live subjects before any sort of scientific rigor had gone in actually understand what the substance did specifically to do.
Okay.
Since then, I've been trying my best to figure out how certain substances and making sure that I have a good grasp of what I'm injecting people with before I do it.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty heavy. Wow.
I mean, don't tell him this, but when it comes down to it, I've probably caused more pain and killed more people than Voltaire.
Wow, that's a pretty big boast. Yeah, I won't tell him that. That sounds like it would kind of break him. Sounds like that might give him a heart attack or make him have to feel like he has to prove something. God knows that he already throws enough hands as it is. That's wow.
And it's why I will not tolerate slavery in any form. I didn't even understand that I could make my own choices until the upper.
Yeah, I get that. I can respect that. I want you to know that I would never ask you or try to put you in any sort of compromising situation of that sort. So I hope that you can trust me when I say that.
I do. I've seen the way you treat people. I think you have a base understanding of what it's like for your loved one in some sort of slavery, and a lot of the crew understands that it's not necessarily something that I'm going to tolerate or something that they would even tolerate.
Yeah,
That's why I stick around.
I feel like we got a pretty good crew with us. Well, thanks for sharing.
Despite all the nonsense that we, I would say that yes, by any sort of moral definition that I.
Well, I'm a little shocked, not gonna lie. Didn't think our boy Gus was actually gonna be probably the hardest killer on the boat. Wow. I have to know. Did you do anything to my people, to the Shuntai like me?
Every race came across my.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll find this humorous or not, but I know of at least 100 different substances that will cause you death. You imagine.
I mean, it's more of a uncomfortable laugh. Remind me not to piss you off. But at the same time, that might be really handy to know should we need to, like, get some information out of somebody.
You should know, if that's ever your plan, that I don't necessarily keep those substances on me or in my lab at any time, because I don't think that their use is really prohibited under a lot of circumstances. But if the circumstances arise, I'll tell you to get.
Okay. So how would you feel about me lying to people, saying that you have these awful substances that'll cause them the most pain they've ever felt in their life because this is what you used to do for a living? Because I could keep this between us. Like, that's completely fine.
It depends on the scenario. to just any person. I think there are certain exploit other people in this world, and I have zero tolerance. So it depends on who you put on my table. But I do know that a placebo effect can actually be quite impactful. So I have some substances we could use that give them the perception of pain without actually causing them. But it's highly dependent on the scenario.
All right. All right. Cool. Well, got a little
At this
heavier
point,
than I
Stone walks out
anticipated.
onto the bridge and slams the edge of your chair. Put CP on screen again.
Stone, I can't do that, bud. Like it's not like the TV where I can just say I want to watch this show. She's kept under some decent lock and key, and there's a lot of stuff that has to go into getting her onto the screen. But we know she's safe. Give us like 5 days, and she'll be home.
She better be. And just like
That-
walks the other way.
Did he just threaten me, Gus?
I'd have to say, given his past actions, yes, very much so.
Wow. See, now this comes to this weird, I think it's almost a paradox where, Stone tries to hurt me. Val has to then stop Stone because that's his job. But, they're friends and they have history, so I don't think Val would, but he has to because it's his job. Do you get what I'm saying? Like some weird catch-22?
Can I roll a culture check to see what would happen under?
You can certainly try. I mean, again, it's a friendship between two people, so you're not sure whether or not the culture would apply.
25.
25. So,
The cat almost ate shit.
JJ, what do you think, based off the culture of Vesk, what would Stone do?
Vesk, I would certainly understand his anger, but he's not gonna assault the captain, who's clearly smaller than him. It's clearly gonna be a situation of rage, and we're probably gonna fight, fisticuffs. But when it comes to Vesk, at the end of the day, that's just gonna bring us closer. So it doesn't matter who wins or loses. We're probably gonna become more friends. He's gonna understand that he's wrong, and he's also not gonna kill the captain. But there will be a fight.
He's
But it's
tinier than you.
I
Stop
say-
it.
I say,
Yeah, it's because we don't, especially when they're your friends, especially if they're smaller than you, the vests we don't hurt for no reason.
I tell the captain that if that scenario ever arises, I suggest you put them in the cargo hold and leave them until it's settled. And stay out of the way.
All right. That's good. Anyway, cool. So everything looks good here. I'm gonna do captain things in my captain's chair because I definitely know how to do that. All right.
Alright, I will do pilot things in my pilot chair.
I hit a button and the captain's chair slowly turns away.
JJ, go ahead and roll another engineering for me.
What? Oh,
And is there anything you would like to do, specifically, Patcher? And or Crank?
I think we're just gonna wander around the ship, make sure everything works.
Looking for redundancies?
Yep.
23 on engineering.
23? You take the gun apart and take off any extra pieces that don't need to be there for the use you're um, working on it for. It would probably take about one more day to get it to the complete project, barring any random mishaps. But that's a good chunk of your day, I would say. Um, Anything else anyone would like to do? Obviously, there's eating and stuff happening, but anything else anyone would like to do while the rest of this day?
I'm good. I can't think of anything else.
I'll go train some savages.
Some savages. Yikes.
Just
Okay.
because they're from a more primitive time doesn't mean they're savage.
Savages.
Rude.
Hey, the Vest culture has wiped out some savages because we find them dumb and their land is valuable.
Also, America.
America.
Get that oil, boys.
Go ahead and roll. Just your firearm, your firearms, your ranged attack, as like a knowledge skill.
$24.
24.
Yes, 24.
So you go and grab a bunch of pistols for everyone. Make sure they all know how to change the battery, how to load the weapon, aim, pull the trigger. You spend probably a good 5 hours just teaching, make sure they have proper aim and stuff like that. They can at least hold a weapon and shoot it. They may not be the most proficient with it, but they have a decent understanding of how guns work.
Okay.
The one that spoke to Gus before entering the drift, he goes, "So, basketball?" Metal Man said you were good with basketball.
I think he's talking to you there, Val.
Got me?
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to Gus. Oh.
No. Gus talked to him earlier. This gentleman saying that he should talk to Valtair about basketball.
What time is it right now?
After probably about 3 hours of working with your gun and then training for another 5, probably about 4 in the afternoon.
In the afternoon?
Yeah, saying you got it at 10.
I'm gonna tell him no, and I'm actually gonna work on making like a nice shooting range in not the main cargo hold, kind of like one of the side cargo holds that don't have a lot of stuff in it. I'm gonna see if I can't barricade some of the walls. That way they'll take some of the low end pistol fire from the little.
Roll engineering for me.
The fuck is that?
It's a dice.
That's a weirdly. Well, the 3 looks really weird. I rolled a 3 plus 6, so that's 9.
9. You put up a makeshift. It doesn't look super great. You break a bunch of these crates down, and each side of the crate is a target, and you horribly paint a couple lines on it, circles on it. It'll make do for what they're trying to use it for.
Okay. I'll do that, and then I'll tell them what I'm doing. That way they can practice.
Okay. Yeah, you hear as you walk away from the situation, you do hear multiple rounds being shot.
Okay. At this point, I've probably worked on that long enough where I probably need to go to bed.
Yeah, just about.
So I'm done for the day. Go ahead.
Anyone else would like to do anything specific for the day before I fast forward?
I want to take some time since Climeberry is going to be coming home at some point. I want to kind of dedicate a room to her because we have a whole handful of crew quarters.
Yep.
I want to make sure that she has her own space.
has her own room. Do you have culture
Excellent.
by any chance?
Culture. Yes, I do.
Go ahead and roll culture and see if you know exactly what kind of stuff Yusoki liked the room to be personalized in.
You just ask.
All right, that's a 21.
21. So you sort of just like, while Crank is busy walking around the ship, you go to the engineering quarters. You sort of like look and see how his area is set up in the Besmara's.
Fortune.
In the Fortune, and just like the old engineering area where he was staying. And you go see just sort of how his room is sort of set up, or his area is, and you go back to Kleinberry's room and sort of just set it up in a similar fashion. But it looks pretty good. You think it looks like something Kleinberry would like?
Lots of places to climb and hide, and
A lot of
All right.
climbs, a lot of places for berries to possibly be placed.
a. All right, then I'm good for the day. Then I'll just.
Gus, anything you'd like to do for the day?
I don't think so. I'm good.
Anything you'd like to do besides look for redundancy, Patrick?
No.
JJ, go ahead and roll one more engineering check for the next day.
Ooh, that is a 1. So that is a 7.
7. You get partially through putting the gun, the barrel, and everything back together for the final little bit, and you see that you have a couple of screws missing and a metal plate after you put the gun back together that's missing. That's extra. That should probably be back in the gun.
Okay. I will, out of frustration, handle that tomorrow or later, and I will go teach the men. Well, I'll go check on their at the normal range, and then I will show them the big guns.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll gunnery.
Isn't that just piloting?
It can be.
It uses either your base attack bonus or your piloting skill plus your
I'm
dex.
gonna go with piloting. Wait, it's piloting plus my.
Yeah, it's either your base attack bonus or piloting. It's your ranged attack, but you can either you can use your base attack bonus or your piloting, your ranks.
I'm gonna go with piloting. Oh,
Ranks though.
ranks or total?
The ranks.
Ranks.
The ranks portion. So which you can either use the base attack bonus or the ranks in your piloting, whichever one's higher.
If you maxed them out, they're both the same right now,
Yeah, they are both the same.
so it doesn't matter.
20. Modded 20.
20. They understand how to use. It takes a little longer because it's a lot of computer based. So you sort of have to teach them how to turn the thing on, how to line up the shots and everything with it. It's a little more difficult trying to teach them how to use a computer and then teach them how to, fire it and everything. They seem to get the basic grasp of it. I would say they're now officially trained on small arms, and they're proficient with the gunnery materials if they need to be.
Alright,
But yeah, that'd take a good chunk of your day.
if I have any more day left, I will spend it on the gun.
Yeah, go ahead and roll engineer one more time for me.
11.
11. You're able to put the gun together. You take it to the range, take a couple shots. Seems to work fine. Looks like you completed the amount of work you were wanting to put in for this weapon.
Alright. I'm good. I'm done for the night.
We're 3 days in now for your week journey. If no one has anything specific they want to do left on this week journey, we'll go ahead and fast forward to the end of it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna build a
Sounds good.
holster.
Go ahead and roll engineer one more time. This is pretty easy to do.
17.
17. You got a holster for it.
Sweet. It's right here on my chest.
Sick. Patrick, anything you'd like to do before the week's over?
Did I find any cool redundancies?
A couple of fixes. You found a random gun just lying around. You're not sure where it came from, but
We're kind
it's
of
just like a regular pistol, like a laser pistol.
all right. How many laser are there in the armory?
Laser pistols. There's
Rifles.
rifles. 3 left.
And how many do I still have from when I still? Well,
I think.
It was like 7 or something.
Yeah. So a total of 10.
all right. I'm going to take the 3 that are left and my 7, and I'm going to try to make a upgraded laser rifle. That Corona class.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Your engineering.
That is a 28.
That'll do. So you take apart
Okay.
all these different guns and just sort of mash them all together, and you have that.
Yes. So that does stuff. That's gonna be me then. I'm done.
Okay. It's been 1 week. You guys all wake up.
You got spent on the one
I
week.
hate you so much. About 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you guys hear the sirens go off and decide. Similar to these sirens usually going off when you're getting preparing to exit the drift. Just make sure that everyone is ready and accounted for. You hear Ori just running down the halls as he's trying to get to the computers as fast as possible to make sure that he's not late for anything that might come up once exiting the drift. And Stone makes his way to one of the guns as well.
All right, then I'll make my way up to the captain's chair and be ready to go. Actually, I'm gonna head down to the Fortune and get ready to roll that way, since I'd be taking. Oh, and dogs are barking. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I was like, you have dogs in the Fortune? What?
Yeah, dude, we got dogs in there.
Yikes.
That's what's been bothering me the whole time.
They're cool dogs though. Like they're not like assholes.
Like severe allergy dogs.
Yeah, man.
As you sit down in the Fortune, I need you to make a will save.
Oh, will save.
If you're wielding the staff, you get +2.
I still have it with me.
If you're willing, you get a +2.
Yeah.
You have to be holding it though.
Yeah.
On the
Why not?
I keep forgetting we have this, like, looking at it. Shit. In the drift. I just forget we have it.
It's mysticism or culture to identify magic items.
So it's that's a 25
25.
on my will save.
You feel the urge to start up the engines for no reason, but you sort of fight it, and you just take a second. And in the back of your head, you hear "stronger than you seem."
And I'm
Alright,
gonna
can
sit
I-
back in the pilot's seat and flex a little bit and go, bitch, I'm strong as shit. Don't try me.
Captain, I know this may be an inopportune time, but can I look at that?
Yeah. Like
I just want to see it.
I'm gonna hold it. You can look at it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'll use my culture here.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this staff makes people crazy. Cause Patch was talking to somebody, and now I keep hearing somebody talk to me. I not for nothing. I think it's messing with my head a little bit, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. That's a 21 for my culture.
21.
Thought about it.
What planet are you from?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not from a planet.
I didn't. I mean, like, where was your?
I was built on a pharmaceutical space in the middle of nowhere, essentially.
Okay.
And then I would have gone from there pretty much would have gone from place to place, but never
In
stayed
this
for too long.
galaxy?
And then ended up in at the space station.
Absalom.
You've heard
Epsilon.
from your patients, you sort of just assumed they were talking nonsense while underneath different mind of affecting narcotics and stuff like that you were working with. But you heard about a staff called the Staff of the Crazed One. But they were talking about, there's always someone talking in the back of their head, making them do things that were reckless, especially the people they knew. They had a strong willpower, but they were very reckless in things, and it could cause loss of control of their body for this powerful artifact.
Captain, I believe you're supposed to go to this meeting unarmed.
It's not really a weapon. I figured it was more of like a fashion statement.
I beg to differ. I think that we should put that gun in there, put that staff in the armory, and probably put it under lock and key. Don't you think?
I think it makes me look cool. What is it? Seems like you know something I don't.
By all indications, it's a artifact called the Staff of the Crazed One.
That would explain a lot. Okay, then yeah, we should definitely please here. And I'm gonna take off my jacket and wrap the staff in my jacket and hand it to Gus and go. You can do.
Okay.
As you sort of wrap your staff around in it and pass it over, you can feel it feel like it's sticking to your hand a little bit, and it sort of pulls and stretches your hand, and it's painful as you take 2 points of damage straight to HP.
Oh, yeah.
And Gus, I need you to make a will save for me.
Oh dear. That's a 5.
It's a 5? Okay. You begin to head to the armory with the staff.
Okay, upon getting there, I want to find some sort of locker or lockup that I can put it in. Only I would have, like, if I have a private locker, throw my
Yeah, so you get to the locker. And you see your eyes just roll, like you just lose vision.
You like to do that.
And you can feel your body moving, but as if you have no control over it.
Fantastic.
And we'll move on to back to the captain. As there's no one to see.
Are we out of? Are we out of the drift at this point?
As you get ready to start up the engines to prepare to take off, you feel that, like the whole sort of feel like you were always moving really fast, and then it feels weird not to be moving fast. And you assume that you are out of the drift as all the sirens and everything stopped.
All right. So over big comms. All right, everybody. I'm gonna head on down, see what we can do to not be in the kind of shit situation we are. I'll try to keep comms as open as possible, and we should be good. Also, Val,
Yeah.
I just sent Gus down to the armory with that staff that Patcher had. Turns out it's a pretty big no kind of item. I just wanted you to go down there and make sure that everything's good, if you would. But yeah, I'll be back. Call me if you need anything while I'm out. And I
Therefore.
turn the ship on and back it out of the driveway and get on down.
As you exit out, the rest of the crew inside, you hear the sirens, the alarms begin to go off again. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna try to bring Gus up on the comms.
Gus, you hear a voice very muffled coming through your comms, but you can't really make it out. Don't have the control. You notice, you feel yourself reaching for the control panel and pressing the button on the side, on the captain's vault.
We're
As you guys all hear, air breach, breach, breach.
I'm going to full sprint to the captain's vault because that's where I'm assuming is the problem.
So once you get to the captain's vault, and all the doors to like the armory and stuff like that have like glass doors. You do see that this one is shut. As you see, the door to the captain's vault has been opened, and you see Gus about 30 feet outside the ship, in space.
I will sprint to my
Andros, roll a perception check for me.
Rolling a perception. Well, that's off the table. It's a 19.
19. Valtair, as you're running there, Andros, you sort of like happen to see something eject out the side of the ship. As you notice, a very familiar android and staff are just sort of floating nonchalant in space.
I'm straight up hugging the staff.
Exactly. You're holding. It's compelling you to hold onto the staff for like dear life, so you're gripping onto it with both hands and just sort of.
Val, why is Gus in space?
I don't know. I got it. Go get Clanberry. I got this.
Oh, okay. I could probably try to hit him with the. Like, just pick him up, like, on the way by, like, bug on the windshield kind of thing, like...
Or you smash him into the side of the ship.
You know what? That's a really good point. Gus, if you can hear me, I appreciate everything you do for us. I'm not stopping to help you. Because,
exactly what it sounds like.
But, alright, Val, I believe in you. Patch, help Val, for the love of God, please.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Gus, go ahead and make another will save for me. And now that you spent time with the staff, you get a +2 bonus.
Oh, great. That brings me to a 4 total.
Yeah.
That's a natural 1 if that matters for the staff at all.
Oh, I
begin
know how to get 'em.
ejecting
Hold on.
the vials out of your arm.
Just tick, 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 tick.
I have 10. How many did I eject?
You lost 3 of them.
Okay.
So there's 3 vials just floating next to him as he's.
I'm gonna radio Patch and Clank and basically as I'm sprinting, yell, "Meet me at the airlock."
What's going on?
Gus is outside the ship. I don't know why, but we gotta get him back. We'll ask him later.
I find the nearest fire extinguisher.
You grab your fire extinguisher and begin running to the airlock, and that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Let me grab the
Hey-o.
nearest fire extinguisher. I love it.
I love how we don't have like a designated tool to help him fly around. We just
Give him a
we
fire
probably do. We probably do have some booster.
Well, he doesn't get like jump jets or flight until level 11.
So why not just use fire?
Till then, in 0 G's.
Oh.
I think that's the next thing I want to invest in. Actually, no. There's a couple other things. I was looking through the weapons. There's a couple other like weapon things that I want to invest in for for Andros, but like jump boots are definitely something that I would love to invest in.
Well, when it
Not
comes to
feeling the love
guns, I
right
could just
now.
make it.
I'm floating in space, and Captain's window shopping.
Aren't you glad that you don't care about air?
Or
Yes.
the lack thereof.
That's crucial here.
Like, just real quick, I'm looking at it here, and like, I didn't know that dueling swords were a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I can't really help you on swords.
No, it just sounds awesome. Just a tactical dueling sword.
That sounds
It's like,
cool.
haha.
Yeah, think like
I would assume like a rapier. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
dude, if there's any sort of like symbol of,
Sulu style, man.
if there's any sort of like symbol of office or like anything like that, it's a god dang sword.
Yeah, dude.
I need to buy one of those because it's not very expensive. Also, cryo pistols.
Indeed. I just punched my mic.
Yeah, man.
I can work on that.
All right.
Cryo
So,
pistols.
Andros, Sunsphere.
Yeah.
Where can people find you when you're not here on Thursday nights?
Well, first I want to say it's a really tough pronunciation. Lusitanian is a weird one, but it does translate to Sunspire. Yeah, it's a common mistake. Every time I meet anybody that speaks common, that's what we have to do. So if you want to catch me, you can find me over on, where is it? I'm gonna type it out here and then I'll tell you. 20 gaming. You can find me right there, twitch.tv/mod20gaming. You can find us tomorrow night. Chambers is gonna be there. It's gonna be really awesome. It's gonna be a good old time. I also have a new thing that I'm working on. If you don't mind me taking just
A new
another
thing.
second.
I guess it's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, computer. Come on. No, it's. Dude, come on. That's not the right one.
Want to loop back around?
Yeah, come on back around.
All
to me
right.
here in a second. Sorry.
One thing I do want to fill in for you, because usually you say this, but since you're busy, we are here as a group, the 1020 family, and Mod 20 is part of it. I'm part of it, but also there's a third wheel to this awesome tricycle named 10 Speed, who's also part
Hey,
of it.
it's 10 speed.
So feel free to go give them a follow as well. Senor Valater, where can they find you when you're not here?
I'm gonna start streaming and making more YouTube videos. I'll just advertise the YouTube right now. I mean the Twitch right now.
Sick.
But we'll do. I'll put more stuff up later. I need to upgrade my PC because right now it's kind of difficult to do that stuff on a weak little bitch.
Hey, that'll do. And Gus, how can they help us in our wonderful dream of being Star Adventurers?
Well, Star Adventurers is here, as you know, and we would like to continue to be. And we would like you to watch us every Thursday. And if you could find it in your hearts to get some support, you can follow us here on Twitch. You can also subscribe. Now, there's a few subscribe options. You could subscribe, and that's okay. We appreciate that. You could also subscribe with a little thing called Twitch Prime. If you have
Twitch
Amazon Prime, then you could also have Twitch Prime.
No
And
way.
every month you can subscribe to some of your favorite Twitch streamers, but remember that you have to do it. You have to manually come and resubscribe every month. It doesn't. So we will greatly appreciate it if you can find it in your hearts to support for doing the things we love.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Tell Jeff Bezos, give me that $5 back. I'm gonna give it to somebody I actually like.
Yeah.
You sweaty, big, muscly nerd.
I wish that was the definition
It's
of me.
my money, and I want it now.
Yeah.
Patcher, where can they check to find past episodes? And wonder how we got to an android with a staff in space.
Well, if you want to catch up, you can always go to youtube.com/jbrews and find out who Kleinberry is and how we got the staff in the first place. And all of the episodes upload on Friday. Woo!
Yeah. And Andros, are you ready with the thing?
I am, in fact,
Dude.
ready with the thing. It is right here, the Blat Owl. That's my YouTube channel. I started uploading stuff to YouTube. I make music, so go check it out. It's videos that are on there. There's 2 videos on there right now. One's 5 years old from rap music that I make. It's my only rap video I've ever made. The other one on there right now is actually my submission for the NPR Tiny Desk contest that they have going on right now. So hopefully I can get on NPR's Tiny Desk show here on YouTube and make some music over there because that'd be a ton of fun. Other than that, drop me a subscribe over there because it's lonely. It's me and 13 other people. Join the party. Come on.
Yas.
Come on. Voice cracks intended.
Alright, guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. On behalf of the cast of Starfinders and myself, I just want to say thank you all for hanging out. 9 viewers was a pretty okay place in my heart. So I do want to thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out. Thank you, El Yuri and JJ, for the subs tonight, as well as a couple of new followers that we got going on throughout the night as well. So thank you all for coming and hanging out. To the players, thank you and coming playing it in this wonderful chaotic game and fly through space with a staff in tow. So I do appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys all next Thursday night. Bye-bye.
Bye.